Warning: the following show features foul language and crappy opinions said either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, the Riff Report and the producers must insist that no one attempt to repeat any vocabulary or shoot any malort featured on the show.
30 racks of PBR. That's for you.
Amen, brother. All of Florida do better.
But also, most Americans listen to trash music.
That's biological warfare, brother. Like,
They're just being a bunch of bitches.
fill me, Satan. Fill me.
Yeah, they're like, what the
What's going on?
Is he pulling out his dick?
Yeah, it does. I was just fucking with you.
And then we'll talk about it here, live, on the Riff Report. I'm not here to make friends, man. I'm here to talk music and give out shitty opinions, so there we are.
What the fuck were we even talking about?
Welcome to the Riff Report, the loudest corner on the internet. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're here to opine and discuss and inform you all things metal, punk, alternative. For some of the guys I've been talking to at the bar recently, hopefully you subscribed. Maybe some ska, we'll see. Maybe for the future. And all kinds of other things. As long as it's loud, as long as it's heavy, as long as it's in your face, as long as it's not pop or country, we're going to talk about it here on the Riff Report. We've got our dope. Honestly, I'm excited for our tracks of the week. We've got new releases, Misery Index. We've got Living Weapon. We've got the Barbarians that we're talking about this week. I was so happy about that one. Military Gun from First to Last. All you pit retirement old guys, come on down. We're gonna talk about them. And some we got some albums going on. See, we got news from Ronnie Radke, duh. Let's see, Andrew Wetzel, Jamie Josta. We've got news from Suicide Silence's Chris Garza, Brotality, Pain of Truth, Hailstorm. Oh my God, I'm going to run out of air. And a few tour announcements that I know we're both very excited to bring up. I split everything up for us so I could pick the things I wanted to talk about today. Let's get into it after shooting this shit because you ditched me yesterday again. You just fucking.
Hey, man, you knew I was leaving.
Fuck, I know that.
You knew I was leaving.
You were like, oh, we're not sitting at the bar having a beer. We're gonna stay over here in the back, and I'm like, all right, man. We had our little chats and everything, and just a little bit later, you know. It wasn't a bad moment or anything, but I was like, man, I wonder if Ryan's still here. Maybe I could. But Bob was working. You weren't going to hang out there any longer than you needed to. Josh was gone. Nope. I should have known, but I just remember the yearning I felt when I walked out the back to hit my vape, and I was like, aw, they're gone already. It's all right. It's fine. We had a good time. I had a shot with Bob. You know, that was cool. It wasn't too bad. Oh, yeah. It was busy, but like it was manageable busy, so it was totally fine. I got to send him my keg orders tomorrow because I forgot to do it yesterday and today. So,
well, it's not like he's ever been late on anything for you.
It's all right. I don't get my shit until Friday, anyways. So,
yeah, right.
Whether or not I give it to him on Sunday night and the Brewers get me set up Thursday afternoon for me to find or Friday morning, didn't really matter. So, that's cool. But otherwise, despite that, how's the rest of your weekend?
It was all right. Let's see. I had to go to a birthday party for an 11-year-old niece. That was just great.
Yeah.
Actually, wasn't as bad as previous years. I just drank and chilled, and
nice.
It was a little more tame than usual. I ate a couple hot dogs. They had pickle de gallo there,
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
It was great.
I love it.
The one contentious thing about the whole situation, though, I was pretty offended and upset because I go in, I see the hot dogs, they're grilled to perfection.
Right.
They pre-placed them in buns, so all you had to do was grab them, which was, I thought it was a nice touch.
Really?
However,
however,
I go up to the condiments and I see the pickle de gallo, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And I'm looking around. There's a bottle of ketchup.
Okay.
There's a bottle of jalapeno ketchup.
Okay.
There's mayonnaise, probably for the cheeseburgers.
Okay.
And nowhere in sight is a bottle of mustard. I was like, what
What?
kind of place is this?
What's going on? Exactly. I know. I'm the only one who eats mustard. I've been getting cat into mustard recently, but like, yeah, I seem to be the only person who really. I think my dad likes mustard, but that's about it, you know. But
Dude,
I don't.
at the very least, if you're gonna put anything on your hot dog at all, mustard
It's
is
like
the only important ingredient.
the moment you turn like 12. And I'm just throwing it out there, you know, just a nice, easy number. When you turn 12, I will accept ketchup on a hot dog. I will. But
Yeah,
I know. But you need to start putting mustard on your fucking hot dogs. And if you don't, then don't eat a hot dog. You know what I mean?
at the very
Saying,
least,
you can't bitch about it. Like, at the very least. You know what I mean? If you're going to do ketchup, throw some mustard on it as well. It's a nice, honestly, this whole ketchup hate on hot dogs, shut up. All right. A ketchup mustard dog is just is nice. It's a nice neutral. It's not a Chicago dog. That's, you know, I get it, whatever. It's not mayo on a dog. All right, but a ketchup mustard hot dog, it's a nice net neutral group sort of activity thing. Pretty much everyone can enjoy it, and if you don't, you can leave. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, you know?
I will politely disagree with you, and that is purely because I think that by the time you've turned 12, you should stop using ketchup in general. It is a child's condiment. It is nothing more than high fructose corn syrup with tomato flavoring. If you're going to have ketchup, I will accept a nice house-made, evenly balanced ketchup that's more acidic than it is sweet.
That's
now,
all right.
Especially with the jalapeno ketchup, I was like, that almost tempted me to put that ketchup on my hot dog.
I think you should have.
All right,
I think
you
should
put the
have.
jalapenos in
Yeah.
there. I'm in. But
and you didn't because you're a coward.
Yeah, I didn't because I'm a man.
You're a
Just
coward.
saying.
You're a man and a coward. All right. You could have enjoyed it. And you would have had a great time. You would have had your pico de gallo, your spicy ketchup, and it would have elevated that, and it would have been fine.
Maybe.
Was there any hot sauce in the household? Or this is an Indiana household, right?
No, this was in Stevensville. This is Brittany's family.
Oh, gotcha. Not too far off either. I can't imagine.
My Indiana family, you know, they like ketchup too, but we were closer to Chicago than we are up here. So there's a little bit of Chicago tendencies in Northwest Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
But yeah, otherwise it was just a fine, pretty chill weekend.
Hell yeah. Sick.
What about you, man?
Also fine. I have never been so tired in my life. I'll say I have been more tired in my life, but this weekend kicked my ass. I had to be responsible. Oh, for sure. I got a little snippy sometimes, and that has not happened. Honestly, in the 3 years that three and a half years that I've worked for this company, I have never lost my cool like that once. And it finally happened. So I'm proud of myself for lasting that long, especially working around some of you motherfuckers. I have been very strong and just so good about it. And this weekend, it all fucking crumbled. I didn't yell. I wasn't cussing, but to me, I lost my cool and I felt bad enough about it. Chats were had, things, you know, whatever. We're all good. Everything's fine. We're stronger because of it, you know. But I did talk to Jeremy. I was like, how did you take, because it wasn't against him, but he just so happened to be around when it happened. And I was like, how did you feel about that? And he just died laughing. He's like, dude, I've never seen that out of you. Like, what the fuck? You know, he's like, I kind of heard it, but I was focused on, you know, getting food out and everything. I was like, yeah, that's fair. And we just had a good laugh. You know what I mean? He was like, that was crazy. I just kind of saw you just rub your temples a little bit, throw your hands up in the air, and then just walk away. And I was like, oh shit. Like, it was funny. So, but otherwise, everything was good. Like, you know, I don't think we got any any more bad reviews or anything out of it. I think everybody was pretty understanding about things and was like, it's just fucking busy. Like, we're here to get drunk and eat some food. When we get our food, it'll be great. And it was.
Yep.
Shouts out to Kyle. Sold a few bottles of his hot sauce to a couple of drunk guys. So that was pretty good.
We also sold a handful of hot sauces this
Hell
weekend
yeah.
over at the brewery.
Right. Nice. I love that. And
Yep,
yeah. It's and then today was just my fucking yesterday morning I was so happy I got to go in at close so I could lay in my bed until about 2 in the afternoon and not think about anything. I didn't check numbers. I didn't text anybody. I said, fuck y'all. Figure it out, all right? I'm sleeping and I'm laying here and I'm going to be lazy. And I did, and it was glorious. And then today, I got up a little bit earlier. It was like 11, and then just kind of sat around. I was going to game out a little bit, but I didn't. I just went out. Honestly, it was raining today up here in our little section of the country, so I was like, fuck, man, I haven't had a good rain in a while. Like, one of my favorite things to do is just go sit out on a porch, with like an awning or something and just watch the rain around you. But I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, so I'm like, I'm just going to go drive. So I went and got some lunch, got some BK, picked up some new vapes because I was running out, and just fucking drove around a little bit. And it was cool. It was nice. It was relaxing. It was cathartic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So listen to some music.
I also
caught up on some shit. Yeah, it was nice.
I also enjoyed the rain from my covered porch.
Hell yeah.
On my little swing chair that I got.
Right.
And roasted a fat doobie.
Nice.
Just watch the weather. It was great.
Oh yeah. I love that. I love that for you, dude. I love that. That's always been a thing that I've had. Me and my buddy will corroborate this. But almost every place that I've lived in, except for the trailer I was living in, and it was a nice trailer, before I moved in my apartment, had some sort of porch, whether it was like a little corner thing or like a carport that we repurposed as a porch or something. I've always had some sort of covering to just put some patio furniture out and just smoke some weed, drink some beers, and just hang out, you know what I mean, and be protected. And it's beautiful. So, I still got that now. I just don't utilize it as much anymore. Me and him don't hang out as much because he's got his family. I got my shit I'm dealing with. He's out in Niles. I'm up here. I miss the guy. I love you, Curtis. I'll talk to you soon. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's a good, I think every house should come equipped with a porch. Just honestly.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yep.
It's the best little
They
cherry.
are nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Well, what were you listening to while you were driving around chilling?
I kind of had my super mix on YouTube Music going, so I just didn't really have to think about it. But there was a moment as I was driving where I'm like, man, and actually to kind of segue into it, I'm celebrating this week. I've gotten into them. I've been into them for a while. I mean, they've been a band since well before I was born, but I've been super celebrating Rush because last Wednesday we were able to get out to the United Center and check out day 3 of 5, I believe, of Rush's little 10-year on their 50-something tour. We were out there with it was me and Kat, and then her family, like her dad and her brothers. Her brother bought the tickets. Her dad bought all the beer. He called me son.
Oh,
dude, brought a tear to my eye. I was like, oh my god, it would have brought a tear to my eye if I wasn't already drunk on about 3 beers and a snuck shot of tequila. I did not have the money to buy a round for everybody after I saw that first round. With tip included, it was like $110. I was like,
yeah,
because I pulled out my card and I was like, I'll get the first round or whatever. And then Cassie, I was like, no, put it away. I got this round or whatever. It's like, all right.
over.
You know what I mean? And realize, especially after the fact, even after being told that it was a cashless venue, I brought in like $150 worth of cash. So if I could have, I would have. That was my plan.
Yeah.
But with the card only and shit like that. yeah, so we got that first round. We watched most of the first part of their set. I'll get to the track in a second. I just want to talk about the story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
So we had got the first round. We sat down, they started playing. They got like halfway through the first part of the set. It was broken up into two, with like a 15-minute intermission, which I've never experienced at a show. Like, hey, we're going to go take a break because we're old. Don't go anywhere, and then everyone got up out of their seats and went somewhere to go get more beer, But as I went to go to the bathroom, I was like, fuck, man. I was like, I need some more alcohol, but I don't want beer, and I don't want to spend $1 million on a cocktail. So I go up to the bar right outside of our section, and I asked the guy, I was like, hey, man, can I just get a shot of tequila? And he's like, just a shot of tequila? I was like, that's what I said.
Just a shot. Yeah.
Yeah, just a shot, dude. Like, I just want to rip it and go, He's like, all right. And the total before tip, $23 for a shot of tequila.
Oh.
I was like, ha ha ha, thank you. They took tips in cash, so I gave them like $2 in cash. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you can have that. You know what I mean? I'm not giving you any more. Like, fuck that. 20% on a shot of well tequila. Like, it was not great tequila by any means.
No, they're charging you for mixer for sure.
Exactly. Right. And yeah, I ripped that real quick. And then when I came back up and saw Kat, I was like, I had to sneak a shot of tequila. She was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's totally you, dude. I was like, thanks. We enjoyed the rest of that. And it was just a beautiful time. But the moment that I thought was like the cutest during the set, was a little bit later. I had said something to Kat. I don't remember what it was. I was like, according to the set list that I saw online, just to kind of get like, some awareness of how it was going to go, what was being played, whatever. They had played like Trees, and I was like, okay, like the next song, I was like, I don't know, like I was going to go to the bathroom, or I was going to get another beer. I was going to do something. And like they started playing like this riff, and I was like, oh my God, is this Time Stand Still? And then Getty's like, Time Stand Still. And I was like, oh my God, it is. Like, it was really funny. So lo and behold, that's my track of the week. Time Stand Still from Rush's 1987 album, Hold Your Fire. This song features a woman named Amy Mann, who did some vocals. And I thought she was there because they showed on the video screen, like, her parts when she was singing time, time, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm looking, and granted, we were up in the 300 section, so we're in like the top back corner underneath the boxes up there. And I couldn't see her, so I was like, oh, maybe she's just off, whatever. I did a little research and found out that they took recorded sections of the LA shows and timed them to her parts in the song, and then just played her vocals or whatever. Now, she may allegedly pick up a couple shows later on, but she was playing in Iowa the night we were there, so, which is fine. I mean, I had an absolutely great time, so in that moment, for everybody, time stood still for all of us. It was a beautiful time, so.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm happy that you got to go to that show.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish that I could have, but yeah, too many monies for me.
If I had to pay for the tickets, I wouldn't have gone, honestly. Like, shouts out to Kat's brother for fucking paying for those tickets. He's the realist. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So I also got the history of the United Center from them as we're walking through everything. They're like, oh my God, this used to be outside. There's this, the Michael Jordan statue. Like, they're from the Chicago area. Like, they're Southsiders, all that. Like, so just the fact that they could bring in, Kid Rock into Chicago, as they like to joke around with me. I'm the Kid Rock of the family now. So, yeah.
That sucks.
I know. It does. But it's fun.
Yeah, I've been to United Center quite a few times for Bulls games, but I've never been there for a concert.
It was fine. Honestly, we were talking about it the other day, and Jimmy Dean was saying how the acoustics suck there, and I could see his point, but I don't know. I'm also not a huge stickler.
Depends on
Especially
on where you're
mixing.
at.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I don't know where they sit, but from our section, like it really wasn't too bad. We were in front of the stage, like considering if I'm the stage, we were on the left-hand side, or we'll say stage right. So I'm on the left side of the stadium, stage right.
Yep.
We had 2 large hanging speakers, like kind of. We had one facing us, so I think I got decent enough acoustics and shit. So it was fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had no complaints. I'm never gonna go again because I don't think I can afford tickets to United Center for anything, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a Blackhawks game one of these times. We
yeah. Oh yeah.
Go out and get a little toasty and watch some people hit each other.
I'm down for that for sure.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, fuck man.
Yeah.
I had enough of a story. What the fuck were you listening to? Come on, take it away.
I will be straightforward with you. I've been still just blasting the fuck out of Boundaries.
Hell yeah.
New album, Yearning, the Unbeautiful After. And the song that I find myself getting the most excited about when it comes on is Bitter Ash, Bitter Love.
Hell yeah.
Specifically, my favorite part of the whole song is at about 2:20.
Okay.
With the right before the breakdown,
right.
The vocals right there, dude, are so disgusting and nasty. It just fucking pounds, dude. When he throws out Bitter Love, dude, it's the best thing my ears have ever heard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm listening to it right now. I had to go find that part real quick because honestly, like just describing it like that, the whole song is just dirty and in your face. It's metal scraping on metal. You know what I mean? It's rusty. It's meat. Like it's just, dude, it's tough as shit. Yeah. And yeah, I need to listen to this album a little bit more. I've already listened to it at least 4 times, at least 4 or 5 times since it was released.
Yeah.
But like I've explained in the past few episodes, like I'm just not really an album guy anymore. Like I can't sit down and listen to a whole album all the way through. Some of their songs will pop on into my mixes and stuff, but yeah, I'm always happy when I get into this fucking album. These guys fucking rule. So hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've probably listened to this album at least once a day since it came out.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, a Boundaries a day keeps the doctor away. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they say.
It is. Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right.
That's
well,
awesome.
That's what's been going on with us and what's been in our headphones. But we're going to get started into some scene and industry news now. Let's get this party rolling because there's quite a bit to cover.
Right.
With some new release.
Hell yeah.
Dude, we're starting off pretty fucking strong today in a somewhat controversial track for the week, which we'll get into in a second. But that is the terribly named Tap Dat.
So bad.
By Chiodos. Chiodos has signed with Sharp Tone Records, the infamous post-hardcore outfit. Initially went inactive in 2016 before Craig Owens relaunched the band in 2024 with an entirely new backing lineup, something that's kind of angered some of the fans, specifically Tyler, if you haven't been able to tell by the disgusting look on his face.
Right. So fucking pissed off about it, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, continue talking though, because we're about to get into some more contentious fucking things. So
yeah,
one finish.
The track marks the band's first new single in over a decade and arrives with a Zach Pinchin directed music video. I have to say, I have a little bit less distaste with the band than Tyler does. I have a little bit less beef going on. I understand where you're coming from for sure, but I just don't care that much. So
that's cool.
saw this come out and was like, let's see what this is all about. It's probably not that great. And I was fucking wrong. This is a banger, dude.
It's so good. It's fucking bullshit, man. I love the song. It's, man, okay. So the last release we got from Chiodos was, as a band, was Devil. And we were talking about this earlier last week, that you haven't really listened to that album. I listened to the fuck out of that album because hold on. Yeah, over 10, yeah. Where we at? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2014 Devil. That was right after. So we got Bone Palace Ballet like re-released, Grand Coda, but Illuminatio was the last like full release before Devil, So Craig was gone. They had Brandon Bulmer. I liked that album. It was really good, but that's another contentious fucking thing that you know what I mean. People don't want to talk about. But yeah, Devil, when they brought that out, was awesome. And this song brings me back to the first time I listened to what is it, Old Fish Lips? Yeah, Old Fish Lips is dead now. Why the Monsters Matter. Like, it's just, his vocals have changed a little bit. The way they do the music, it's not as spooky, but it has those spooky elements, like the nice piano and everything.
The build-ups
exactly. I hate the fact that I love this song so much, but I just can't stop listening to it. When you Kat showed me Wednesday, and I gave her the exact look I've been giving this camera today. You brought it up because I didn't listen to it when she showed me. I was like, ugh, like that's such a bad name. I bet it sucks. I'm never going to listen to it, dude. And then you brought it up and was like, all right, dude. And we listened to it live together. And you saw the range of emotions I went through. Just.
Yeah.
So
you were
good.
Conflicted with yourself.
It's so good.
It is.
Just name it something else. Fuck.
Dude, it was a really bad name. But to be honest with you, dude, the song just starts in your face, which I was not expecting at all. The chorus is catchy as all hell.
Yeah.
And then the end breakdown, like we said, that shit just keeps going. When you think it's over, it's not over.
Keeps going, dude.
Dude,
awesome.
it was good.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but I do. If you like this song, I want you to go back and listen to Devil because it's the same exact vibe. Specifically that song I just mentioned, Old Fish Lips is dead now. And then the next track, Why the Monsters Matter, like it's pretty much the same start, like same vibe of start. It's not the same musical start, but it's got that vibe, and I do kind of like this era of Chiodos now. It sucks what happened. It sucks that I can't, celebrate the rest of the band with them. Craig fucking sucks. Everything sucks. But I'm gonna end up listening to this stuff, unfortunately. I'm conflicted, but I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'll just be real.
Yep. Well, you heard it here. Go check out the new Chiodos track. It's real good. But if you want to listen to All's Well That Ends Well, keep just going back and listening to the original.
Yeah. Please.
Moving on, though, we got a new track by HATEBREED. This track that has been teased for the past month and a half, I'm pretty sure. I keep seeing articles. Oh, HATEBREED's getting ready to put out a new single in the next month. HATEBREED's getting ready to put out a new single in the next couple weeks. They're close to putting out a new single. Well, that single's finally here.
Right.
And that is called Kill Count Increase. These guys, the Connecticut hardcore legends, HATEBREED, have unveiled the new single. The song serves as the opening track and lead single of the band's forthcoming album, Fatal Paradox, which is coming out November 6th via Black to Black. You know what? I'll say this is a HATEBREED song.
Yeah.
That's
all you really can say. It's fast. They got some cool drum fills, some
Yep.
slower but heavy ass fucking riffs to complement those drum fills. And then Jamie's just
Yep.
punching you in the face constantly with his fucking hooks and his lyrics and shit. Like it keeps going and it's awesome.
Yep.
I love it.
It's got a real tough final breakdown in the last
Yeah.
30, 20 seconds of the
Mhm.
song. Yeah, it's just good. It's quality HATEBREED.
Right. Yeah. I'm so happy that we got to see him last year that we got to see him like what later on in the summertime?
It was
like in
Summer
August or something?
Slaughter.
Yeah, Summer Slaughter,
Yeah, I
right? It
think
was
it
like
was-
July or August or something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think so.
Kat got wind of this, and I know she's gonna want to see these guys 'cause she used to catch them at Mojo's all the time out there in Illinois, when that was a thing.
Mhm.
And I guess this is the one band she's seen like the most out of anybody, and
That's
let
crazy.
that once again be the indicator that Kat's a lot tougher than I am. So
Yeah,
I love that for
for
her,
sure.
But it's cool. Yeah, I did really enjoy this song. I never really got into HATEBREED. I don't know if it's just because I'm the metalcore guy, so like if there's no clean vocals, I was like, oh no, someone's gonna punch me in the pit. But as I get older and drunker, I'm just like, just fucking punch me in the pit. Like whatever, it's what's gonna happen. Where it's tough ass music, tough ass shit's gonna happen.
what we do.
You know what I mean? It's
Yep.
what you do.
Yep.
You know.
You'll live.
So it's exactly. You know. It was a good song though. I was a pretty big fan of that one.
Yep.
So, oh, dude, I've been waiting for this one. All right, I'm gonna take this away. I did get a new shirt, this combat shirt, but this kind of has something to do with it. I'm gonna stand up for a second. Meanwhile, in Baltimore,
yeah.
Maryland, death metal outfit Misery Index have released a new song. I've been playing this for like 20 minutes now, man. The song is
Just
called
stewing.
yeah. The song is called Feral Future. This is their first new single in 4 years. This is being released via Season of Mist. The track does come with a lyric video, so if you like those, cool. I don't know. I would rather
If
have
you
like
like
a full
those,
music.
cool. They're lame.
Cool. You know what I mean? I'll just go look it up on Genius or something, you know, and just catch along. But whatever. Right. But if we're talking about tough songs, this is a pretty tough fucking song too, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about it. It's awesome.
Yeah,
I've
these
only
guys-
just been getting
these
into these
guys
guys, so
Yeah, I was gonna say these guys. They've been around for a while, and I've definitely listened to plenty of their music, but they're not exactly like a first choice of mine. But this is a damn good track, I have to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's some pretty
Yes.
cool visuals in this video. However, at the end of the day, I would rather this be just a straight visualizer than a lyric video. I think
Exactly.
lyric videos
This-
are kind of
Dude, lyric
cheesy.
videos were cool back in like 2009 to like 2014, you know?
Yeah.
And I watched more than my fair share of them from all the bands that I was into at the time because I don't know, just like
right.
the video quality got better or they started outsourcing more and having people make those. People could just make them themselves and they were like, oh, cool,
Right.
free shit. You know, we'll just use that and give you exposure, whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I honestly think it's a little lame. Like there's not a lot that goes on with it. Like they'll show you the album art and then do some like weird
Right.
2D, 3D sort of thing, and you know, it just I don't know.
Yeah. Doesn't do
kinda
it for
lame.
me.
That's what I'm saying. So
But was a good track, so go check it,
it
out.
was. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you on that one. All right, next up we've got a track by Living Weapon. Been a couple weeks since we brought them up. Let's see. The song is called Interspecies Quality Assessment. Let's see. This is the second preview we've gotten from them for their upcoming album, Death in the Family. This is due out digitally on August 14th, so we've only got a few more weeks until that happens. This is through Closed Casket Activities. There is a video for this, once again being directed by Eric Richter. Like Richter scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And hey, we're keeping the train rolling. It's heavy, it's driving, it's fast, it's mathy.
Yep.
It's another tough fucking song. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of it's like Tony Danza light, sort of. It's like not as crazy and chaotic, but it's got some
Right.
of those elements.
Exactly.
All in all, it's more of a deathcore song, but with a little bit of mathy elements to it.
Right. Yeah.
But it was a good track. I liked it a
Mhm.
lot, and the video was pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it was shot in like black and white, which is or it might not have been in black and white, but at least like a very washed out kind of look.
Right, I
It was
gotcha.
pretty good.
All right, I gotta pull that up. Yeah, looks like J.J. Abrams. I'm seeing some lens flares. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They got some like screen wipe transitions. Yeah, not a lot going on with this, but there is.
Yeah. It's
And
just the band.
exactly. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
not bad. Check out the song. Check these guys out. You
Yeah.
only got a couple more weeks until their album comes out. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the full release for sure
Right.
before I go
Hell
all
yeah.
in on these guys. That is the one thing that has kind of changed with this. I used to spend a lot of time listening to singles and a little bit less time listening to albums. That shit is flipped now.
Okay.
I'll give these singles like a couple times over, but I don't really care until the album comes out.
Right. Gotcha.
Unless it's a banger of a track, that is. Like Tap Dat, which I've listened to about 13 times.
It's gonna be my thumbnail.
Next up, we got a new track by the band with the creepy face. 156 Silence released a new track called Swept from Under, Call of the Void. They released this with a new music video. The track appears on the Pittsburgh Metalcore Outfit's upcoming album From a Distance, which is coming out September 4th via Pure Noise Records. The video was directed by Chris Klump with two P's. I don't know if I do. I remember watching the video once. Little teaser at the end of the video, you get that creepy face mask thing show up. Their signature thing. But this one, it's kind of doomy. It's slow.
Yeah.
It's big.
This one was a little more up my alley compared to the last few tracks, I think we had a strong start, I hated admitting all the love I had for Chiodos' new fucking track, but also up my alley. But this one came closer than like Hatebreed and stuff. This is something that you would normally find me listening to. They got some ambient, kind of semi-orchestral vocals in the background. A couple proggy-ish parts. Just a lot of good music going on. You know what I mean? It's kind of a fan of this track a little bit more than the past few things.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. I'm looking forward to their full release a lot because I've been digging these guys, but haven't really gravitated to a specific album because I haven't been into them since they released a new album.
Right.
So this will be my album. You know what I mean?
Right. I gotta say, at the end of the video, when they're kind of going through that like chorus like breakdown part, and then they just stop it to show that mask and everything. That was some good artistry right there. That was kind of sick.
Yeah. Yep.
Super cool.
Now, moving on to a track that I know both of us were super excited about.
I gave this to you. I almost took this track, by the way, but I gave it to you because I knew you were really excited about it. So take it away, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, I was really excited about it. I wouldn't have been mad if you wanted to take it, but I am happy to have it. And that is the Barbarians of California's release of Really, Really Rad, dude. It's really, really rad.
So rad. It's really, 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 really rad.
really, really rad. The track serves as the 5th preview to the Metallic Hardcore Outfit's forthcoming sophomore album, Megatons, which is due out August 21st. This is pretty much in line with what we've heard from these recent singles.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was a big fan of their first album, but all of these singles
Yeah.
have been really, really rad, dude.
Really, really rad,
So,
dude.
I'm super excited for
I
Megatons to come
Agree
out.
with that.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
jamming the fuck out of this.
That's about where I'm at. It was hilarious when you had just shown up the other day at work. This was on, I think it was on Wednesday.
Yeah,
When
I
you
think
came
so.
in, and I walk out and I was like, "Hey man, what? If you got a hat on, or if you're ding dong ding, put a hat on." And you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh, you
put a
listen to
hat
the new
on.
fucking track." Exactly. I was like, "Yeah, it's a Barbarian's Morning." And you're like, "All right, nice. Hell yeah."
Hell yeah.
So
I'm always into that.
now I will say this. One thing that I'm a little afraid of is all of these songs kind of blending in with each other. Like Vanilla Latte, really, really rad, Bomb to a Knife Fight. Like they're kind of bleeding into each other a little bit in terms of how they sound. And
Yeah.
I'm going to really hate if the whole album ends up
Just
being
sounds like that.
just this. Like they have their title that they say like 20 times, and then they do like
Right.
a slow down part, you know, with some cool heavy riffs, and they go back
Yep.
into it and whatever. It's just I'm just afraid of that. I'm gonna be completely real.
I mean,
On the flip side though, I'm not that mad about it. You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
pretty fucking good shit. So
You're not really, really
gotta
mad.
I'm not really, really mad. I think it's really, really rad. So
Yeah,
But-
you know, I'm not surprised from a band that started as an alternative radio rock band
right.
to come into the hardcore scene and kind of rinse and repeat a little bit.
Exactly.
Because I think that was my biggest concern with this band when I first found out about them, when you showed me them.
Right.
That I was like, we'll see.
We'll see.
You know, I could see from a band that started in hardcore, moved into alternative rock, and then came back. But this is not that case.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we'll see. But so far, I've been into it. I'm excited for the rest of it.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. All right, let's see. Next track we got for y'all is from a band called Imminence. We brought them up a couple weeks ago. This is a song called False Light. This arrives with another medieval-themed music video from director Pavel Trebuchin, I think. Let's see. He also helmed the outfit's recent clip for The Sword That Never Bends. As you can tell, I love swords, so I'm super into anything that these guys have been putting out so far. This is a Swedish band, so once again, that makes sense. Their next album is going to be entitled Axis Mundi, and we will have these 3 tracks on that. We've got False Light, we've got Crestfallen, and we've got The Sword That Never Bends. So, yeah. Heavy, slows down a couple points. They got that, like, you know, I'm going to describe it as like that sexy voice with like that kind of fry to it a little bit, you know, that's just like, whoa, it's a little steamy in here. Like, what's going on, you know? And, yeah, they get right back into it. So, I'm a fan of this so far.
Agree.
I don't know shit about the music video though, so.
Most importantly, I was gonna say the music video is what kind of like had me locked in.
Okay.
It's fucking. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones, so I'm just into the whole medieval swords, armor kind of shit going on right now. And this music video is all that. It's solid.
Dude, that fucking bloody sword, just like pan up, bro. Or pan
Yeah.
down, I guess we would say it is. That's kind of
Yep.
cool. Yeah.
Yep.
I
I
gotta
don't own
say,
any swords, but I also share your affinity for swords.
keep an eye out on your next birthday, bro. I like giving away swords to my homies on their birthdays, so I've got more than enough to share. I'm a bit
Hey
of a
man,
collector
that is
myself.
in ancient Asian custom. Giving a sword like that is a sign of respect, and there's I don't know, I don't remember the whole story behind it, but there is a
As
lot
long
behind
as I'm going to tell you
giving a
this, it is
sword.
bad luck. It is, in fact, a declaration of bad intent if you send somebody a sword just on its own. I will give
Right.
you a little story. Hideo, I think his name, Hideo Miyazaki, the artist behind Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Spirited Away. Putting this stuff out in Japan, everybody loved it, whatever. Now, in the US, it was licensed or distributed through Harvey Weinstein and I believe Miramax. He wanted to change a bunch of shit on the movies and like take out certain parts of the movie so they could be better for American audiences. Miyazaki himself, I believe, shipped Harvey Weinstein a samurai sword. And
I do
according
believe
to
I
those
remember
customs,
this story actually.
yes, that is ultimately a declaration of, fine, do the thing you want to do. If you do, I will kill you. This is a declaration of war. Now, if you send somebody or gift somebody a katana or a tanto or something like that, a knife, a weapon, a blade, you will attach with it a coin, a piece of currency to signify that this is being traded and money is involved to showcase that it is a gift and that the sword gods don't view it as that declaration of war. So if you do receive a katana, it will show up with a piece of currency. But I don't think you're much of a katana guy, and
I am not.
You'll see. You'll see. We'll
Hell
get
yeah.
there. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, my point though was this is it just excites me for more rings of power. A contentious point among people, I guess, because everybody right now hates. For one thing, fuck Jeff Bezos and Prime and all that. I still pay for Prime and all that. What am I gonna do? But I absolutely love Lord of the Rings, and I think Rings of Power is an awesome avenue for us to get the prequel kind of stuff, the stuff that was like showcased or whatever during like the Silmarillion and everything, which is a storyline that a lot of people don't know what happened during it. Everyone just knows about the Fellowship and the story, and then the Hobbit, there and back again and all that. To get that earlier stuff, to see where Galadriel and oh fuck, what's his name? The guy Elrond. Kind of how they not necessarily started, but how a lot of these things got started leading into the Fellowship. Like, I love that, and I love that Rings of Power is that Sauron's start and how he really, put himself into Middle Earth. Yeah, nerd rant over. That's exactly what this video reminds me of, and I can't wait for season 3. I love it. Sword, board, magic, fantasy. This is it. So if you're into that, check out this fucking video. Check out this song. Check out this band. They fucking rule.
Yeah. And specifically, check out this next song too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just about to say. If you like fucking Vikings, a little farther across the pond, we've got an announcement, as well as a song, from resident Swedish, Norwegian, melodic death metal band Amon Amarth. They'll be releasing their new album, The Allfather Awakens, on October 2nd. And this album contains the song Gjallarhorn. It's going to be released through Metal Blade Records. They use Norse mythology. Let's see. While not a concept album, the record is built around historically inspired tales of conflict and sacrifice. The band have this is going to be the opening track on their next album, following their recent acoustic single Upaf.
Upaf.
Yeah, right.
Which
And
I
this
enjoyed
was
quite a bit.
it was I was a little bored with it, just out of my expectations with Amon Amarth. Like, they're heavy, they're large, like they're ambient, like they're kind of like war chant songs, and that was like a campfire song, which is fine. I didn't hate it.
Hey,
I was just like,
in between
you know?
battles, you need something to just rest
Right.
by the fire and drink your
Exactly.
ale to. You know what I
And
mean?
I respect that. I do. I guess I don't know. I'm not saying I prefer. I want more. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
this track gave us exactly that.
It delivered.
Dude, it was fucking awesome. I kind of got lost. I'm gonna talk about this with another song in just a little bit. But I got kind of lost in the sauce listening to this song. Like just mentally, like I was kind of in that mode. Like, riding the longboats. Like, you know what I mean? Sieging the beaches and fucking just, I got my fucking axe and I'm hopped up on berserker dope and I'm just like, oh, like, it was awesome. You know what I mean? Just really brought me into the moment. So,
oh yeah,
it's a dope fucking track, dude.
Agreed. I'm excited for the full release.
Right.
And yeah, like I said, perfect mood right now, Both those past two tracks just get me in the medieval Viking kind of
right.
just spirit.
That mindset,
Normally I like to feel that spirit in the middle of winter because then I act like a tough guy. I get bundled up and I go outside and I sit by the fire in the snow. Yeah. And it's a great feeling. But in the middle of summer, I'll take it too. Fuck it.
Exactly. That's fine. Yeah, I wish I got into Amon Amarth a little bit more earlier. It's only been in the last, I'd say 10 years that I've been really into Amon Amarth. But they honestly, despite what I had to say about Upaf, they've never disappointed me. Like, they know what they're doing. They know what they're giving us. They know how to market. I wish I got to see them on that recent tour with Death Clock.
Yeah.
Didn't get, and that's fine, but there's definitely going to be other chances, especially now that they have a new album being announced.
Right.
So,
yep. New album means new tours. Let's go.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, next up, we got a fucking heavy hitter that I was super excited about. I've been into these guys for a hot second, and that is the track Unforgiven by Pain of Truth. These guys will be releasing their sophomore album September 25th through Days. The New Island hardcore unit have shared the first single from that record, Unforgiven, with an accompanying music video. The album was produced by Grammy-winning producer and musician. I love how that is what he's a Grammy-winning. Who fucking cares, dude? He's a dog, dude. He's a G. Grammys all aside, this shit was produced by Will Putney, dude.
Nice.
And that's exactly who I'd want. I mean, there's a handful of heavy hitters out there, but Will Putney is definitely up there on my list of favorite music producers.
Right.
And yeah, this track did not disappoint. Everything that I love about Pain of Truth is in this song. It's tough, it's hardcore. It's got some crazy artwork behind it, dude.
Yeah.
That just fucking straight G car, dude, with a hooded dude wearing a chain. You got the Rottweiler in the back,
the
just
dog,
going crazy.
Dude? Right.
Got that dog in him. There's
Exactly.
chains everywhere. Yeah, it's tough. Very Long Islandy of them.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
you sipping
tough.
on that Yingling American lager
Yeah,
there?
you saw that. I am. Yeah, I just ran out of my my hef, dude. Drink all that to start the episode. Now I'm a little sad, but I got a couple more
Yeah.
Yinglings left from Jordan's recent visit. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, I gotta finish those
Nice.
off.
Well, nice pick, guys. But I'm also going to light it up a little bit with my Shore Lords. I need a little pick me up, if you know what I mean.
All right, hell yeah. The pain of truth. More Shore makes us cooler.
It makes us think that we're cooler, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know what? It does make me cooler when there's a bar full of people all having Shore Alert for their first time, and you and me are the OGs.
Exactly.
Ripping
And they're
it
like, oh my God,
with
you
no
made
probs.
this? And I'm like, dude, it was me and my manager, dude. We're psychos, dude.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'll be asking people that at the bar. Dude, one of the servers sold
here
a
you go.
shot. There it is. Yeah, represent, brother. I was wearing that the other day, too. They're like, oh, what's that short? I had like that 8-top coming, and they're like, Shore Lord, that guy's wearing a shirt that says that. Ask him about it. And I was like, sold a whole round of shots. It was seven shots alone to that one table. I was like, let's fucking go, guys.
Well, you guys heard it here, dude. If you start hearing stories about the Malort from Michigan, that's us.
Yeah. Exactly. This guy.
Recipe created by me. Fulfillment by Tyler.
Right. Exactly.
He puts his heart, sweat, and semen into that.
You weren't supposed to tell everybody, man. I didn't tell the state about that, dude. Come on.
We don't need to, man.
Right on. Hell yeah.
But yeah, next up, this one was a little bit different. Slows things down a little bit.
Yeah.
Chills things out quite a bit. But that is the track Illuvial by Russian Circles. The instrumental post-metal group Russian Circles have issued their second single from their upcoming album 9, which is coming out at the end of August on the 28th via Sargent House Records. This one was good. I think the first track that we had was a little more powerful, a little more into it, a little more into your face. This one was just chill. It does pick up and get louder a little closer to the end, which was good. Because there's one thing that I love about these guys, and that's the epic climb, the ascent to the top of the mountain, where then you get dropped off usually into the abyss. And this is exactly that.
This is what I was talking about earlier when, I'm talking about Amon Amarth, Eminence, either one of those.
Yep.
I definitely got lost in this fucking song. I got like 7 minutes in, and I was like, I'm like on my phone, just kind of like focusing on like 3 different things, but like I was in such a zen mode. I was like, and then like after that long, I was like, oh shit, like I'm still singing the same song. I was like, this is such a dope fucking song. Like it just, it wasn't necessarily that it calmed me down or whatever. I wasn't like mad or, emotional or anything, but it was such a groove, dude. Like it just, like you said, that build up and everything. I'm happy you brought these guys up and have been talking about them a lot more, because this is something I'm gonna have to buy on vinyl, throw on my speakers, and just fucking, you know what I mean? Like get a book. Honestly, this would be something I would listen to while I build my my model kits, my Gundams and shit. Like just I'm setting up. I've got like a solid like 2 hours ahead of me. I just need something that I don't need to sit there and get like too hype about. Like I just zen out and listen to this. This is the perfect thing for that. Like whether you're like drawing or writing or working on something, like like I said, reading or whatever, just hanging out. Like, you don't need a whole lot going on. This is the album. This will be. But this specifically, this song is just, it's killer, dude. It's nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. By the way, I'm just noticing your large plush Shenron
Yeah, bro. Isn't he
back
sick?
there.
Right. All
That
right, let
is
me pull him
dope.
out. Yeah,
That's
he's on my
dope as
Tory
hell.
gate, bro. Gods live here, and this is the god
That's
who represents that Tory
that's
gate.
smaller that's smaller than I thought it was sitting in the background, but that is still sick.
Yeah. I don't even remember where the fuck I got this guy. But yeah. I have, you've got to see this one. If you're going to talk about Shenron real quick and bring that up, I got to show you guys this one. I spent $130 on this motherfucker at Barnes & Noble like 6 years ago. Just give me a second, all right? Oh, this requires some care to deal
Yeah,
with because
looks
he's
like
on
it.
yeah. But yeah, he's been sitting up watching over us
Man, that's sick.
the whole time. Yeah, it came in like 8 different pieces and is super dusty because I don't pull them out. But yeah, he's got the
Yeah.
Dragon Balls down here. Yeah,
That's sick. That's dope.
right.
I love it.
I'm going to put them back. Right.
Now I want one. I need to get me something. I got this whole shelf back here full of random shit. It needs a dragon on it.
It does. It definitely does. We'll chat some more. I got some things that I probably need to get rid of and let sit some other places. Yeah, man. We'll chat. I got some things that could fill those shelves for sure. Nice. All right, let's move it along. We've got hella tracks to talk about. So, I have to pull this song up though. I remember listening to it, but I need a refresher. This is the
I'm listening
song.
to it now, and it's killer.
Hell yeah. Pause this shit. Alrighty, we got the song "Revealed" by, Raised Wrong. They will be releasing their new EP, "Show Me What This Means to You," on August 7th, through Indecision Records. This is a hardcore supergroup that I've never heard of until now. But I'm excited. So excited, I'm speechless, dude. I'm losing my breath. It features current and former members of Himsa, Undertow, Bertold City, and more. This will be a 6-song effort that will be opening up with Revealed. It is available now. Check out the song on Bandcamp and put in your fucking pre-orders.
Yep.
This is a fast, just, you know what I mean, kind of hardcore track that's just gonna punch you, dude. It's gonna beat the shit out of you the whole time. It's awesome.
Yep. You know how you know something's truly hardcore? When it's only released on Bandcamp, because I ain't got this shit on regular streaming.
I didn't even have this on YouTube, dude. Like I said, I had to find it on Bandcamp, and then like, all right, I gotta adjust my volume because I know it's gonna fucking play way too goddamn loud. Yeah, I was happy to find it though. So
yeah,
see what they got going on for this one. Where are we at? They got a bunch of teeth on the fucking album cover, dude, with the RW on the sizors.
Yep.
They've got a limited edition 12-inch. It's like a yellow and black splatter. That's kind of cool. And then so they got that, and then they've got just the digital album. So not a whole lot going on with this, but they're described as 4 old friends, 1 angry band. I love that.
True that. They are angry.
Right. Yeah, this is absolutely fucking tough. It was hilarious though, cause like trying to like scrub through YouTube and like find this band, a video, and anything for these guys. I got some like duo group from wherever that's like a couple of brothers, and
Yep.
I was like,
Yep.
this is not that. Like, what the fuck is going
That's
on?
not them.
Exactly. So
Yeah, it was like
um,
raised wrong with a Z.
with a Z, exactly. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So bad.
And yeah, super. Yeah. I don't even think when I saw the picture, hold on. I think I found another raised or something. What
They're
was it?
just a
Raised
couple
wrong.
tough blonde-haired suburban kids, dude. They're
Exactly.
raised wrong, dude. So tough.
Okay, well I got this and I think it's the same guys. IND. What is this? Just their EP. It's attached to their Bandcamp. Yeah, this is the same guys. So they've got their self-titled EP. There's 6 songs in their Hive, Goodbye, Ends, Still, Tension, and Devoid. I'll have to check that out. But the other one, there was something else with like it was like some Christian something because I saw like a weird AI picture of Jesus with like the crown of thorns and like he's like in a corner like obviously been beat or something, but like he forgave the guy. I was like, this is also not that. So it was a little bit hard to
Yeah.
find this track, but once I did, I was pleasantly surprised. So hell yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be sick.
I'll tell you what's
Alrighty.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
The next track.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. Moving right along, we've got the cover of "Believer" by Ozzy Osbourne by Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. This one also took a little searching. I did not, despite the fact that this video exists on YouTube through. I found it on the Uncle Acid channel. It does not exist on YouTube Music, so it took me a little bit. But once I did find it, I think this was the perfect band to cover an Ozzy song. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like
so
now
perfect.
they give off those vibes. They have that kind of like spooky, dark, mystical, misty, like mystique. Crazy
They've
that I
got
was able to get
that.
all of those out, but
They've got that fucking like old school like 80s kind of tone to their music
Mhm.
as well, which like lends to Ozzy's stuff so well.
Exactly. Right. And I was a big fan. Now, I don't know. Let's see. They shared the. Okay, so I'm just going to explain to you what I have right in front of me. They shared this song on July 22nd. That marked the first anniversary of the heavy metal icon's death. They kept this tribute brief. They just released a song, and in their description, just said "R.I.P. Ozzy" alongside this release. So, like I said, kept it simple, kept it clean, just kept it. Let's go. Let's fucking throw this out there. Let's respect the legacy. They have to do a lot of shit with this. They had some cool art with it attached to this thing. It was awesome. What album is this from?
This is from, and you'll notice from the album art for this single, which is a hand sketched version of the original album, Diary of a Madman.
Gotcha.
And the sketch is hilariously awesome.
Right.
Side by side with the original album cover, dude.
Okay. Yeah, let me pull that up real quick.
It's so good. You got to flip back and forth between the Uncle Acid version and the original.
Yeah, right.
It's so good.
That is pretty awesome. Let's pull this up in a different tab.
And I have Diary of a Madman on vinyl.
Nice.
I have most. I have most of them.
I was gonna say you have pretty much all of it at this point, I'm sure.
As you can see up there.
Right.
My wall of Ozzy.
Hey, dude, look at that. Right. We were talking about that, yeah. Yeah, that's sick. across pretty much everything. Yeah, it's just kind of like a little sketch version of such. So, oh yeah, this was really good though. Like I said, I love that Uncle Acid was the ones who released this. So definitely check it out on YouTube. But right now, like I said, I found it on the Uncle Acid channel. I don't know if this is it's um it's verified, so it's probably their channel, for videos and songs and whatever.
Right.
Yeah, they're at
That's what
like
I'm thinking.
40,000 subscribers. So, well, it says they only have 13 videos. So, we've got things as far back as Bloodlust, Death's Door. They have the Shapes of Midnight on there. And then this recent one. So, yeah, I'm thinking I see a lot of their albums. I think this is the official channel. So, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, it was good. Definitely a good cover. A lot of people putting out different things and messages for Ozzy's anniversary of his death in tribute, which we'll talk about a little bit later. At one point, I did leave out the band members in Black Sabbath all posted their, remembrance posts and whatnot in honor of him, and that was that was cool. So yeah, this was a good tribute, dude. It was good.
Well, I gotta love to hear that because I know that some of the band had as far as I understand, not necessarily issues, but kind of in the mid-range era, more not super recently, but there was definitely some contention between Iommi and Ward and Geezer, and they were like, oh well, whatever, because Ozzy just shot up in fame with this TV show because of Sharon, because of all that. But I love that now, it kind of feels like the beef or any beef that has been squashed, and they can all sit down and be like, hey, we spent this amount of time, celebrating and suffering and, just being together, that's what they're looking at. And I love that. That's super cool. So.
Yeah, you got to think about it. At the end of the day, it's hard to have a relationship with four dudes for 40 years of your life and spend so much time with them and then not have issues. It's gonna happen.
Right. I was just gonna say it took me 3 years to finally be like, oh fuck everybody, at work. You know what I mean? So the fact that they could last 40 years, 50 years even, exactly. Gotta give them kudos. And I think they finally realized that. They're like, we're getting older, let's just cut the crap and
we're all
celebrate
chill
it,
now.
You know what I mean? We're we're good. Exactly. So
yeah, well, next up we got a track that was kind of exciting, kind of out of nowhere. I almost didn't think that it was real when it first came up. But that is World's Always Burning by me, Military Gun and Mannequin Pussy. These guys put out this
Jesus, man, just came right out with that
pussy.
Hey,
it's the band's name, dude. They made it. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't come up with it. They just
this
made
is for
it
educational purposes only, folks. All right.
Yeah, dude. I said mannequin pussy. Yeah, they put out this dual track via Military Guns deluxe edition of God Save the Sun coming out on August 7th. That's exciting. The expanded version will include 3 new B-sides from the album's original studio sessions. This is the first of those 3 that we're getting. We will also be getting a track called 3 a.m. and I've Said Too Much, the latter of which will have a guest appearance from Daisy, which I'm pretty sure they have collaborated with in the past. For Pressure Cooker, which is a killer track.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. because I could always use more military gun.
I agree
ever
with
since
you.
ever since God Save the Sun came out, or God Save the Gun, I've just been waiting for their next album. You know what I mean?
Right.
I need more. I need it.
Exactly. Right.
This is back to what I was describing as dad hardcore. This is like right up my alley,
Right.
dude.
Exactly. She's got such a good. Honestly, I've been more excited about. I love Joyce Manor. I love Teen Mortgage. And I'm coming back combat. You know what I mean? I can't stop reliving those moments. But like, I've just been finding myself more and more listening to specifically Military Gun. Like, it's everything that they do has so many different like kind of. I'm gonna say renditions. That's the word I'm gonna use. But like, it's chill. It gives me, they've got some cool guitar parts sometimes. They've got some good vocals. They got some good vibes. They're just an awesome fucking band. And I'm super happy that we've been discovering them a lot more recently. So, yeah. Celebrating
Me too.
anything that they put out.
All agreed. And the next time they come to this area, I'm going to try really hard to see them.
Right.
Next up, we're turning things right back up, and
Right.
that is the track "Fear Is the New Belief" by Half Me. This is a German metalcore outfit. This is their latest single, coming with a Chris Hess directed music video. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about it, but it is a banger of a track.
Right.
This was, I don't even remember how this came up. I think this came up because I was just going through some lists or whatever. I think it might have been Semper Metallum
Okay.
posted a post about new albums coming out or new songs coming out, and this was on there, and I was like, I'm gonna go
Hell
check
yeah.
that out. And
I gotta be real. I had to turn off
good.
notifications from Semper Metallum on Instagram because, like, every day it was like, dude, here's like 6 more tracks. Here's this, here's that. And as useful as that
Yeah.
is, I'm like, I'm at fucking work. Just shut the fuck up. Like, I can't keep, you know what I mean? Like, I'll get to it when I get to it, guys. Like, fuck, man. But I am
Yeah.
super grateful that, they're kind of helping us do a little work sometimes. It'd be like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's
dude,
coming out.
shout out to Semper Metallum, dude, because
Exactly.
you guys have a really good taste in music. You put out all of the
Exactly.
important stuff. Most of what you
Yeah.
put out, I enjoy. So thank you guys for keeping us updated so that we can keep our people updated.
Exactly.
Hey man, the news has got to get their news from somewhere else, dude.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, until we get closer to bands, that's how we're gonna get our news. So, I can't even think of who this band like reminds me of, but it's just it's metalcore. You know what I mean? They've got it's heavier metalcore. It's a fucking awesome track, and I was blown away by this one, especially coming out of listening to some Military Gun, and then this song pops on. I was like, oh shit! Like, whoa! So let me turn this down a little bit. Like, Jesus Christ.
Right.
But yeah, music video's a little weird. They got some like cult members and like some red hoods and shit, and a lot of flags up. But don't let that detract from the song, because this is an awesome fucking song. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I will say that. Oh, I was gonna find the band so I could do a little more research on them real quick. They're pretty recent. I've only got one album here on YouTube. Soma released in 2023. Yep, and a bunch of singles, going all the way back to 2019. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
we got some EPs. EPs, a lot of singles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a new fan.
I kind of like that they're going that not necessarily the guilt trip route, but they've got that like angelic Renaissance era like kind of look going on for this new release. think that's kind of
Yeah.
cool. So I'll have to look up. I'll do this a little bit later because I'm gonna get super distracted while we're recording.
Yeah.
But I'll look up some merch and shit, and see what they got going on
Oh, yeah.
coming up. So definitely check it out. This is a heavy ass fucking track. It's a fast ass track. It is just so fucking good. Alrighty. Next up, I'm gonna let y'all know about the track "Your Name" in Red Ink by From First to Last. Old guy alert.
Yeah.
From First to Last got
I'm
some
that
new
old
single.
guy.
Exactly right. I'm getting there. This is they've got a lyric video for this. Boring. For their new single, the long-running post-hardcore outfit. They welcomed emo rapper Little Lotus as their new vocalist earlier this year. They have signed with Fearless Records. We are expecting a forthcoming EP from this revamped lineup sometime. I didn't really focus on this track a little bit. I'm not going to say I was never huge on From First to Last. Like, I was some medium amount interested in them during the Sunny era and everything. There's one song specifically that they put out afterwards. But yeah, Dear Diary was always a staple. Trying to think if this song was on
Heroin was a pretty good one.
Yeah. I don't think so. What fucking song was it? Black and White, maybe? No, that seems too new. I don't know. Oh, it was probably, yeah. Oh, Mother Sound. That was a song. That was on Heroin.
Yeah.
That was my era of From First to Last, was in 2006. So this is like, this was released before I had moved back to Michigan. I was out in Minnesota for a long time, but that was also like my era of switching from Christian metal to secular metal, you know what I mean? And I saw this music video and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
So, I really haven't followed them a lot since then. Got into the lore because of Sonny moving over to Skrillex and doing all this shit. My dad was so into Skrillex, and I'm like, dude, you'll never guess. He was in a band I used to love. You know what I mean? My dad was super into Skrillex, man. It was crazy. And I was like, Sonny was like a post-hardcore vocalist. And he's like, I don't care. I like his music now. I'm like, all right, Pops, that's cool. I'm glad you enjoy it,
That's pretty dope. I'll have to say. I mean, Skrillex is pretty like basic or pretty, I don't know. It's just kind of like a little cheesy to be into.
It's a good entry point for people who aren't into like EDM and like rave and
shit. Yeah.
Dubstep and all that. Exactly. Dude, I can't wait. Honestly, I need my parents to show up back in town sometime so you can see exactly the guy who raised me. Like,
yeah, I need
you need to meet my fucking parents. Right.
I need a face to the name, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, see who's helping the Vikings continue their franchise, you know what I mean? Because he's putting in more than enough money for them, you know what I mean?
Well, that might be where we disagree a little bit, but
I'm just saying, you need to see who's keeping them alive. And there's one man right now, and it's Pops, all right?
Yeah, dude, all right.
I'm just saying, dude, whether you agree with it or not, he's doing it, so.
This was, I wouldn't say a big From First to Last fan, but I definitely got into them pretty hard.
Hell yeah.
And, obviously when Sonny left the band, I kind of like lost a little bit, but then they got back together after a long hiatus and put out Dead Trees, and that was pretty dope. This, dude, imagine 35-year-old me waking up and looking at a title and seeing two new tracks one from Chiodos and one from First to Last.
What is it, 2004 again?
What's going on
What's
here,
going
dude?
on? Exactly. Right.
What's going on here?
Right. It's crazy.
But dude, I'm thriving in this environment right now, you know?
I know. It's awesome.
It's kind of like being back in the George Bush era of the world.
Exactly.
We got we got heavy music back. We got a lot of tension going on.
I was gonna say in the Middle East, like
Yeah.
right. It's like it never
So,
stopped. Right.
Yeah, it's like bringing me right back, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
I will say
yeah,
I did
thought,
kind of prefer Matt Good's era in Drugs. I don't know if you followed them a lot. I don't think we've really talked about them, but when that supergroup came out, I was like, all right, and that was around once again that kind of it was a few years after, but I was like, oh yeah, let me go back and listen to them now that he's attached to this band that I like. Also with Craig, who also all of them fucking. There's a guy from Taking Back Sunday in that band too. Yeah, it was awesome. But continue on. I'm sorry, I'm detracting from
you're good.
the moment.
No, you're good. I liked the song. I was surprised. I was like, this band doesn't need Sonny. They're doing great on their own. I don't know who Lil Lotus is, but he's holding down the vocals pretty good.
Really is, yeah.
It's heavy. It's catchy. It's exactly what From First to Last used to be.
This guy looks like Tekashi 6ix9ine without the rainbow hair. I'm just gonna be real.
All right. Well, now I have to fucking look this up.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy's got a fucking samurai kabuto like helmet on his chest, bro. I'm a little jelly. That's a sick fucking chest tattoo.
Yeah.
I just
yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah, emo rapper. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna check out his music because emo rap is lame.
It really is. He's been around for a while though. He's about our age. He's born in '94. Let's see. He's been in beginning his career playing in multiple Texas metalcore bands. He began an acoustic solo career in 2016 under the name Tremor. After posting a number of songs on SoundCloud, he became increasingly influenced by the emerging emo rap scene. I have known more than enough of my friends who did the same. It was very unfortunate. It's led him to taking the Little Lotus moniker and associating with members and affiliates of Goth Boy Clique. So,
all of that for Nothing super Nowhere. Cringe.
Senses Fail. He opened for Senses Fail. Papa Roach of Mice and Men. I Set My Friends. He's got some connections in the scene. So,
yeah.
It's just unfortunate that he went on to do emo rap.
Yeah. SoundCloud was a dark era for music, you know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
But while you talk about this next track, which I don't have very many feelings about, I'm going to go take a tinkle.
Hell yeah. Do it to it, man. And hey, take your time, wash your hands this time, all right? Hell yeah. Let's see. We got the track Bad Exchanges by the band Showing Teeth. They've signed with Spine Farm Records. That is the hardest name I've heard for a recording company in quite a while. It's sick. Let's see. We've got a 7-song debut effort. A Fate Worse Than Loneliness will be released on September 4th through the label. This is track clocks in at about 2:45, so it's quick. If you stop paying attention, you're gonna miss it. But these guys takes a hot second to get into the song. Let's see. I'm trying to scrub through a little bit. About 30 seconds. They really build it up, and then they just fucking punch you with this shit, dude. This would be so dope to see live. Reminds me, there was a band, Sworn In. This is the vibe I get out of them. They're just dark, they're gritty. It's not evil, but it's got that darkness attached to it. You know what I mean? Just a heavy fucking song. Now they do... I gotta find these folks. They got a chick.
It is only a chick.
Oh, shit. Yeah, and I just went to her website, and they only have a tour attached to it. That's it on the website.
Yeah, this is
they're gonna be around. They're gonna be at the Riv supporting President on September 8th. So
Okay.
we got a little time, but I'm not gonna be there
Yeah,
because I'm
from
not gonna
the
pay. I'm not gonna pay for tickets for president. But
nah. Yeah, I did a little bit of research about this because these showing teeth has been showing up periodically for me, but
right,
it's a 26-year-old girl named Addison who apparently um, got went viral for her vocal cover videos that she would record in her car. But then she ended up putting together her own stuff, which sounds
okay,
like her debut 7-track EP is about to come out.
right. On
So,
this EP, or at least this single, there's a picture of a little kitty taking a yawn, and it's super
yeah,
adorable. Gotta say
yeah.
that. Um, Followed by Roman Candle. How unfortunate. I've been trying to not talk about it, but I'm so mad at Roman Candle right now, dude.
Go
Just
off,
running
King.
me around. Man, no. Okay, fine. Great. For one thing, I ordered a t-shirt from Roman Candle. I showed you guys live here on air that shirt that I ordered. Never received it. Talked to Piper about it. I got so much anger about this. Showcased to you guys. Talked to Piper about it. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm gonna ship it first thing in the morning. I got a tracking number. It never got shipped. It is still on my shop app as on the way. Um, Eventually, after 2 months of no shipping, no nothing, no anything, I was like, "Hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? Do you have it or not?" Allegedly, their new distributor or merge connection, whatever, whoever they go through, sent them so many of the wrong sizes. They really screwed the pooch, whatever, so she didn't have it. I'm like, okay, can I just get a refund for it? Can I just get my money back, please? You know, I love y'all. I love your music, and I still kind of do. I will admit. But
Yep.
it was promised that, yeah, uh, hey, I'll start that refund process as soon as possible. Guess what? It's been like 3 fucking months from then. I had to go through my bank to get a fucking refund. Um, and
Damn.
I was promised a discount code for when they finally decide to release a vinyl. She told me to keep the secret. There's no secret. They plan on releasing a vinyl whenever that may happen. But dude, I have been thinking about it. And anytime, the moment I see that vinyl release be announced, I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna go on Instagram and be like, make sure Piper actually fucking make sure it's through Sumerian. Do something, because you're never gonna get your fucking shit through Roman Candle because they're so focused on everything else. They can't ship out their fucking stuff or give you refunds for anything. Do better. Do better, Roman Candle. I've had 2 issues with people recently. Combat from Baltimore. This man, Holden, sent me the wrong shirt. I emailed him about it. I have 2 shirts from Combat now. One of those was free because Holden fucked up. He admitted to it. He's like, dude, my bad. What size do you wear? 2 weeks later, I've got this shirt now. Who the fuck else was it? I don't remember. Somebody else. Oh, Rickshaw Billy. Rickshaw Billy's Burger Patrol. They take a while to ship things, but hey, you just reach out and be like, "What's going on?" I got an email from Sean St. Germain today. It said, "Hey man, I'm really sorry. I've been on vacation. I'm gonna be back on Wednesday. When I recover from vacation and chilling." He's like, "I'm shipping your stuff first thing on Thursday." Happened to me the last time I ordered something from Rickshaw Billy, and within 2 days they had stuff shipped out. It was totally fine. Just do better. Just be about what you
Yep.
say, Roman Candle, okay? If you're going to do
Yep.
something, do it. And then I wouldn't be saying this here on the Riff Report, all right? That's all. But back to the music. Showing teeth, I'm so sorry that Roman Candle's following you, because please don't learn anything from Piper. She doesn't know how to run a business. She does great art, but she don't know how to run a business. I'm just saying. You have great music. Just don't take any sort of advice from Piper. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Dang.
This is
He just
heavy. This is a
dropped that
fast track.
fucking.
You know what I mean? But
Outta
check
here.
out Showing Teeth. It seems like she's working really hard to get her music out there, and I celebrate that for her. On September 4th, you will be able to purchase and get the 7-song debut EP. So,
Oh yeah.
all right. Shut me up, Ryan. Let's move on to the next track, bro. I went
I
off.
will. We're almost there, and
We're just
then
about there.
I promise you, we're gonna rip through this news.
I'm just saying, we're
to
making great
spare
time.
you.
Dude, I
Yeah.
feel like with a list like this, we'd be at about 2 hours. We're at an hour and a half plus a couple minutes. It's
We're doing
all
all right. We're doing all
Don't
right.
fret. We're doing fine.
Next up, we got another single drop from Beartooth. They dropped the track Eyes Closed, which comes with a music video directed by Zebulon Griffin. Dude, that's
the
some
second
fucking
time I've heard fucking that's the second
Zebulon.
time I've heard that song or that name in the last 3 days. I've been watching a lot of First Amendment auditors on Facebook. Don't ask me why. I just like those videos. And there's a guy who got his gun taken away, and his name is Zebulon. That's all I gotta
wild,
say.
dude.
It's crazy. Right.
Well, yeah, this track serves as the fourth preview of the metalcore band's sixth studio album, Pure Ecstasy, due out on August 28th through Fearless Records. It was fine.
Yeah.
It's catchy enough. It's heavy
Right.
enough, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never really been big into these guys, but they get a lot of hate recently, you know. So I'll take it easy on it. I don't care one way or another. I think it's fine.
Right.
I
gotta say, I feel like Caleb is kind of forcing it down our throats. You know what I mean? That's fine. You can live your life. You can live however you want. You can present yourself anyway, but it just kind of feels a little forced at this point. You know what I mean? The album name, you know, not necessarily the song name, but I guess, I don't know. But the videos, like, I feel like he finally, and granted, he finally feels comfortable in his own skin and everything, and I support that. I really do. But there just comes a certain point where I'm like, so? Like, who cares? Like, you can be what you want to be, but I don't know. It kind of feels like he's doing it to prove a point. And that's just kind of where I'm sitting on it. I'm getting bored with this now, like, and not trying to sound like a dick about it, but it's just like, whatever, man. Like, who cares? You know,
I'm with you. I see where
it's
you're
fine.
coming from. I've always been the kind of guy that's just like, everybody do what you want to do as long as you're not out killing people or hurting people. I don't give a fuck what you do, dude.
Right.
If recently when we had the wildfires here, dude, we've got this beach webcam, and I would pull the beach webcam up and check it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just lined with fucking FIPS at our beach during 350 AQI fucking, just terrible.
They're wondering, like, what's the city gonna do about it? Nothing. You chose this.
There's nothing to do. Yeah. So, if that's what you want to do, if you really need to go to the beach that bad, that's fine. If you really need to, whatever, do whatever you want. Just, you don't have to fucking announce it to the whole world, So I'm with you.
Exactly. It just kind of feels like at this point, that's the only selling point. You know what I mean? That's about where I'm at. Like, I just finally watched the video, and most of the showcase on that video was like his eye makeup and like close-up shots of him and whatever. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, I'm here for the music.
Yeah.
You can do your videos, you can do whatever, but you're just kind of shoving it down our throats. And
are you thinking?
Tired,
maybe he's trying to like pander to the LGBTQ community?
Maybe.
Like, he's just like
I in this sense, I would say probably. He's trying to build his audience, you know what I mean, a little bit, which is fine. But
Yeah.
I guess for older fans or whatever, people who've been around for a while, for you, like, you know, you're gonna end up losing some people, and whether or not you like that or not as an artist, that's
Yeah.
fine. It's your music
I
to put
mean,
out. It's your, you know,
at the end
gravitas
of the
to
day,
do. But
at the end of the day, yeah, you're gonna lose people because there's hateful people out there that fucking
Right.
hate that people are gay.
exactly. Right.
But
Franz.
you're
right.
yeah. But this is a situation where you're talking about he's gonna lose fans that don't care about that just based on how much it's being pushy.
Exactly. Like that's starting to become the only part of your identity, you know, and despite everything we
Right.
talked about in the past about like him and his wife's issues, you know what I mean? It could just kind of feels like he's only focused on that. And I
Right.
don't think that's fine, personally. Like, you know, your whole identity is just being about the fact that you like dick. That's fine that you like dick, but if that's the only thing that you want to do, like that's I don't want to get it twisted here on the Riff Report.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
No,
support
no, no.
anything. I'm just saying it that kind of sucks that just in my immediate first response mind is that's all you're kind of focused on is like pushing that part of it. Like
Right.
there's so many more ways you could present yourself in this avenue and your videos and your music and everything, but like literally the art is like a showcase of like him wearing makeup. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
I paint my nails. I don't make it a big fucking thing. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
whatever, dude. Who cares? Like just do your
Yeah,
thing.
you're not
Whatever.
you're not taking selfies for Instagram, like, you know, highlighting your nails.
Like, look what I'm doing, dude. Like,
yeah,
you
right.
know, I there was a couple days when I first started doing it after the Halloween episode where I'm like, all right, guys, get your jokes out. But like, once it was made known, like nobody cares. I was like, great, I love it. I just wanted to get it out of the way, and now we're fine. You know what I mean? And it's not. It's something I do, but it's not something that I focus on. You know.
Right.
So that's just how I feel about
As
it.
you
It's
should.
fine. The music's fine. The optics on it, you could calm down on. That's where I'm
Yeah,
at with
just
it.
ease up. Just do your music
Right.
thing.
Just
And
be yourself, dude. That's it.
Well, next up, last track of the evening, we've got a track by Alt, a band that I've been getting super into as of recently. These guys, the Swedish progressive metalcore band, is getting ready to release their new sophomore album named Araxia, coming out on July 31st, so just a few days from now. And this is coming out on Century Media. They've released the, I believe, third single from the new album, titled Avalon. This one kind of brings the vibes back down towards that Snowblind vibe.
Right.
However, just didn't quite hit the way that Snowblind did for me. That song just touched my fucking innards. It grabbed me, it pulled me to the mountaintops, and it serenaded me to the point where I'm now an Alt fan.
Right.
This song is good. It's slower.
It took about 2.5 minutes to get into a part where I'm like, okay, great. You know what I mean? Finally,
yeah.
You guys are doing something with this song, you know? It's not bad in the
Agreed on
beginning,
that.
but my curiosity was piqued around that point in time, you know?
Yeah, my low attention span definitely was thriving for that 2.5 minute mark.
Right.
And then once it showed up, I was pleasantly surprised. I was happy. And I definitely see how
Right.
this track fits into a whole album aspect. I just need that context to really put it in place for me.
I was gonna say,
but otherwise,
man, we're
solid.
recording this. This will be on Friday, so when you guys are listening to After Hours, you will have this album to pair with that a little bit. So just a couple more days. couple 2 tree.
Yep.
Yeah,
Now it's
I agree with you
album
on that.
time, buddy.
Exactly, dude. All right, I did not get a chance to listen to this album until today. I know you brought it up at
You
work the other
fucker.
day because
Yeah.
we got that goddamn motherfucker, dude, who wanted to lie to everybody about everything at every fucking point of the situation. I don't remember your name, but fuck you, dude. If you don't like something, just say something. You know what I mean? I could have turned down the music. This is a work thing, everybody. This man wanted to sit with this stupid fucking Panama Jack hat on, and his little button-up shirt, and he wanted to be quiet the whole time. I checked in on him like 4 different times. I had barely anybody in the fucking bar. I had one other guy who was fine, you know. But this man was mad that I was playing a Bad Nerves radio. He's like, it's too fucking heavy, and it's only for the employees' enjoyment. And then when he was leaving, he said the food was great. He said the food was delicious, but the music was irritating. Hey, you can't win them all. As long as you enjoyed the food, you'll probably come back. Decided to put in a fucking bad review, a 2-star review, and said the food sucked, the music sucked, everything sucked. You suck, sir. All right.
Yes, you do, sir.
But hey, this was our middle ground. We got an album release by No Pressure. We got NP Style, dude. We got a little pop punk action going on. We got some good drum fills. We got some great vocals. This is work appropriate. I feel like if I would have played this, he still would have hated it, though. I'm just going to be completely real with you. He's like, this isn't Frank Sinatra. This isn't
This is
John
too heavy.
Coltrane. What are they playing here? Oh my God. I can't believe it. Things aren't the same that I had 50 years ago. What's this world coming to? It came to this point, dude. This album right here. This album starts off with the song Good Enough, and let me tell you, it is. It's great enough.
Yep.
This is, I gotta find, I want to pull up the whole album so I get some numbers.
Dude, I've
so
been
to count them.
I'm so happy that the couple singles that we got from these guys earlier on. When was that? That was in November of last year. We got Good Enough and Wearing Thin, the first 2 songs on the album, and I have been blasting Wearing Thin. It's been on my playlist ever since it came out. I love that song. So I was happy. I don't even think I knew that this album was coming out, to be honest with you. You caught me by surprise.
We have not been tracking it because that's all we got out of them up until this point, which honestly, here on the Riff Report, we've told you is kind of preferred. Just give us a little kiss.
I love that.
Give us a little taste, and then let us wait until the album comes out, and here we are. Fucking almost a year later. Like at least 8 or 9 months. Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Wearing Thin was dope. Bro, Our Bond. I love that song. Let's see, Caught Up. You know, ends off with Inside. Just all around, this was a fucking awesome album, and I totally agree with you. Like I said, I didn't listen to it at work that day, even though you're like, this is work appropriate, whatever. It was like, I'm still playing my own fucking music. Well, we'll deal with things as we need to, you know what I mean? It's awesome. I love the album art attached to this. It's got that old school, like, hand-painted style, the, like, No Doubt style, like, logo on there. It's just, it's perfect pop punk, dude. Just at its finest.
This is summer music right here.
Exactly. Yeah. So I can tell you, come Wednesday, this is exactly what I'm putting on to start my fucking day. That's for sure. I'm going to be skanking a little bit. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great morning. So weather should be fine as well. Nice and sunny. Rain's going to be done. Hopefully by tomorrow. We'll be good. We'll be able to continue this summer the right way with a little no pressure. So check out the album NP Style.
Definitely do. I have listened to this album at least 3 times throughout the weekend. I've loved it. Next up, we got a new album by Madball. The album is titled Not Your Kingdom. And Madball, they're fucking tough. They're hardcore. This whole thing is exactly that. It's tough and hardcore.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't given this enough time up until right now when we're talking about it, so I can't really call out too many songs.
Right.
But from what I've scrubbed through so far, it's solid.
Right.
It fits with that HATEBREED vibe, that old school hardcore vibe, that old
Yep.
dude dad hardcore. It's solid. It's a solid record.
Right. Yeah.
I definitely will be checking more out later.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same boat. I checked out the singles. I gave a few songs to listen to, but I was trying to get through some of these albums, to prepare for the episode. We got
Yep.
Rebel Kids and Tethered that we've listened to so far. And
Yep.
this is the first release that we've gotten from these guys in 8 years. So I think the fucking Madball fans were very excited to see this come out. I am now one of those fans. It took me a long time. But Rebelude was kind of fun. It was
Yep.
a nice little break in the toughness and everything. It's a 50-second track that just kind of, you know what I mean? Like I said, it gives you a second to think. And then they pop in with Rebel Kids. We've got Don't Misstep. And as a guy who's been learning a lot of stepping, I won't do that. Let's see. I was able to get to Stab Wounds. That was about it. Now, this is a 14-song album that clocks in at 30 minutes, so it's classic hardcore. It's just fast. It keeps you going. Stops a couple times, like I said, with Rebelude, but yeah, it's fucking awesome. We got a feature by on Clockwork with Killing Time. This is just a solid fucking album. So
Yeah.
it's pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
All right, now that my throat is quenched, let's move on to an album I've been wanting to talk about for quite a while now. We got the album release Hun by The Who, and don't get them confused by that 70s, 80s band The Who. These guys sing with their throats.
These guys are Mongolian.
Right. Whoa, dude. Did you know that China and Japan are two different countries?
Oh, really?
Riri. We're starting off with the song Warrior Chant, and it is. I gotta say, every time I listen to these guys, I'm just absolutely amazed and flabbergasted with the sounds that they can produce with their vocal cords and everything. I mean, having seen them live, I could see it, and they just got a great energy. They're bringing old school, traditional ways of making music into the modern age. I think that is so cool. I will have to say that I don't record myself crowd surfing a lot at shows, but this one, I had a solid 2 minutes in that crowd, just fucking. It's still going, guys. This is fucking insane. It was awesome. You know what I mean? This is a. Where are we at? This is an 11-track album. Clocks in at 51 minutes. We had talked about Grey Hun here on the Riff Report. But every song gives you the same exact feeling that the last track did, that Grey Hun did. It's just, it's heavy, it's traditional, it's modern. It's just crazy that they can put all of these different avenues into their music to give us just an awesome showcase of their talent. I can't get enough of it. I got to sit down. I got to, like I said, a few songs into this one, scrub through a little bit. I remember just absolutely loving Grey Hun. We did get a feature on this one. The second track, Lost Soul, has Nothing More. A little bit of a guilty pleasure, I know, in certain circles. Nothing More. Some people don't like. But yeah, it is a solid fucking track. Kind of takes away from the traditionalism, but yeah, the whole album is just fucking awesome. So definitely check this one out.
I won't lie. Lost Soul kind of like feels misplaced in this album. It
Right.
is like wildly different than the rest of it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this band. Like, I think what they do is cool, but it's not exactly like what I'm gonna put on to listen to on a regular
Right.
basis. I find that like ancient Asian Mongolian kind of like history like very interesting, and I like the aspects of everything. I just
Right.
don't really find it very captivating, I guess.
Right.
The whole album is relatively pretty slow. It's
Right.
very, you have to be in a mood, you have to be in a mindset to listen to this the whole way through.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, there are some cooler songs. Shadow is pretty cool. But Grey Hun was my favorite. It was unlike Lost Soul, it fits the vibe of the album, but it just brings the power up a little bit. And, it's very driving.
Right.
The last track was pretty good. It's a little more similar to Grey Hun, but the rest of them are just kind of like very slow, focusing on that Mongolian throat singing and
Right.
just the like acoustic instruments.
Right.
So not my first pick of things to listen to. It's not bad for
Yeah.
sure, but
Right.
if you're watching some old Asian fucking movies or TV shows, like this could put you in that same headspace that some of these
Right.
medieval songs have been putting me into recently.
Exactly. Right.
Let's see. Next up, we got a album dropped by Bleached Cross. The album is titled Wrath. And trying to think, we talked about them maybe with Blood Moon coming out in July.
I think so, yeah.
These guys are definitely different than what we
Right.
are normally used to talking about. These guys give off a very big 80s new wave electronic industrial vibe. Kind of got that like new AFI sound, that like
Right.
80s
Yeah.
fucking Joy Division
Brings you back to
kind
when
of
you listen to,
vibe.
I was gonna say, when you listen to Joy Division the first time and you're like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
like you're just kind of feeling it, dude. Right.
Yeah.
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 Which
a lot
is
of electronics
surprising,
going on in here.
considering a lot of their optics, and honestly, I did not expect, having listened to them, I did, but like when you see their album art and Bleached Cross, and see a lot
Right.
of the song names in the album, you're just like, oh, these guys will be kind of heavy, like they'll be
Yeah.
sacrilegious and whatever, and
I'm expecting a black metal band almost.
exactly, and that's not what this album portrays, but it's not bad. I was kind of into it. You know me, like I've been getting to a lot. I've been a little bit more into that goth rock, industrial sound
Yeah.
that AFI's been putting out. I love their old school, their old East Bay, like hardcore, fast punk kind of sound. I love that stuff, but I've been getting more into this industrial 80s sound a little bit more recently. So this one was right up my alley, you know what I mean? I'll listen to it without looking at the album art for sure, because they got Jesus plastered everywhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I gave that shit up,
Right.
all right? But it's still a good sound, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Last album we got for the day for you is by REZN, another band that been in pretty big into for quite a while. These guys are a Chicago band. I was happy to get a new album from them. Kind of like a dream psych heavy stoner band. They put out an album titled Cycles in the Infinite Dream. And this is on Friday. We got these 5 albums dropping. First thing I went for obviously was No Pressure, because I was super excited to see that. But this was the second thing I went to, and it was perfect for the drive home after work because
Right.
it's just driving,
Exactly.
cruising,
Chill. Right.
got the windows open, wind in my hair, the little bit of hair that I do have.
It's all right.
It would fit better for you to get that,
Just fucking flowing
those
that
beautiful
Fabio
locks
flow,
flowing.
dude. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, solid vibes, dude. If you just want to
Right.
calm down and chill, smoke a doob,
Mhm.
this is the fucking album to do it to. This was
Exactly.
a good release. And
Right.
Rites of Passage, the opening track, is a solid way to start.
Right. Yeah, I didn't get too far into this. I'm more single attached to this one. This is a newer band for me. We had Aerial Birth that we talked about recently. I don't know if we got to Rites of Passage. I think we did.
I think we did.
But then there was one more released this year.
Cloudfall.
I'm pulling it up. Cloudfall, exactly. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you described it exactly the way you needed to. It's chiller, it's ambient, it's just get high as shit and just kind of vibe with this one, dude. Like, it's about it. I kind of like it, honestly.
And
having
you know what?
talk about all kinds of this heavy shit, this hardcore, this punk, this thrash crossover, all that. This one brings you down a little bit, but has heavy elements to it. You know what I mean? The gravity that I've mentioned in the past, like it just fucking, you're like, whoa.
Yep.
You can make this sound with a guitar. They can. They did it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of bass influence here. It just like pushes the whole thing up with power. Even though relatively it's pretty chill. But I was gonna say, if you don't get high, if you don't smoke weed today, what are you doing? It's 2026, dude. We got weed shops everywhere. Fucking get
Gives
high,
a shit,
dude.
right? It's fine, right?
They ain't drug testing.
60 anymore, and if they do, get a new job. All right, come on.
Yeah, and if
Gives
you
a
don't
shit what
live
you
in
do
a
in your off
state,
time,
if you don't live in a state where it's legal, move.
right? Get out of there,
mean?
dude.
Yeah, that state
It's red,
sucks, dude.
They're gonna steal all kinds of money from you. All right, just move along. Come on up.
Now they're gonna steal all sorts
Michigan.
of money from us in the blue states,
Exactly.
where we're making the money.
Right.
From weed.
Oh. Exactly. Because we're upping our fucking taxes up here too because of the weed. But don't let that scare you. It's all right.
No.
All right. Yeah. Enough of that. We've made this sell. All right. Yeah, dude. We got through it. There it is. 2 hours. We made it. We had a great time. Those were a lot of great tracks. I don't think we really hated anything in that list, and we usually don't, but that's fine. But I am going to move us along into some fucking band drama. And this first thing that we're going to talk about is exactly that, dude. Someone's really sad about something, and he's got to tell everybody about it. You fucking pussy. We were just talking about this motherfucker last week on After Hours, and hey, he's first up on our list. Aren't we so excited? Falling in Reverse is Ronnie fucking Radke. This is why, dude, he should have won this, but I'm glad we chose who we did on Friday. Ronnie fucking Radke. This is how we're describing it. Loves his fair share of beef. Ain't that fucking true? This time, he's stirring the pot with Craig Owens, also a resident person that I love to talk shit about, by calling out Craig's new look. I'm going to post this up here for you guys to look at. Took to Instagram. Radke took to Instagram. Instagram stories, posting a screenshot of Owens rocking a white button-down shirt and showing off his blackout tattoos in his new music video for Tap Dat. Once again, worst fucking song name you could make for a song of that stature. With the caption, bruh, how could you? He then posted a screenshot of himself from Falling in Reverse's God is a Weapon video, where Radke is similarly framed by curtains. The caption stated, "There can only be one Ronnie Radke." How about there be 0 Ronnie Radkes and shut the fuck up? You didn't invent blackout tattoos. You didn't invent white button-up shirts. You didn't invent any fucking thing. You suck. Shut up. Nobody gives a shit. I don't care. Period. Mic drop. You're the worst. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day of Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I did used to think that the blackout sleeve tattoo that you could put on your character was pretty dope.
Right.
But yeah, Ronnie is not the first person to have fully blacked out tattoos. And I'll tell you this much, the all white outfit, you guys look like Pitbull on a beach in fucking Miami. You look stupid.
Right. It's not something to celebrate, big dog. All right.
No, whatever. If that's your look, you need to get a better look, bro.
Exactly. It's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit I've heard. But there is another dumb story that we'll talk about later on. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
But next up, we got some news from this summer Slaughter tour. On July 21st, the tour made its way to St. Louis, and hardcore luminaries HATEBREED unexpectedly found themselves without a vocalist and their leader, Jamie Jasta, who apparently was unable to make the gig in time due to travel delays. As a result, touring bassist and First Blood frontman Carl Schwartz handled most of the vocals in conjunction with other guests. Shortly before the concert, HATEBREED issued the following statement. In quotes, "Change of plans for HATEBREED set tonight at Pops. Jamie had to fly home on Monday. He was scheduled to land in St. Louis today to make the show at Pops happen without any issue. Unfortunately, due to bad weather and flight delays on the East Coast, Jamie will not make the show in time. The HATEBREED guys will still perform tonight's show with Carl and other guests on vocals. Please support HATEBREED and the other bands playing Summer Slaughter by still coming out to the show and experiencing this once-in-a-lifetime HATEBREED and Friends set." As for Jasta, he offered this in quotes, "I will make it back to St. Louis one of these days. Until then, support the guys and all the bands playing." If anything, dude, I would be more excited about this. I love First Blood. Carl is fucking dope. I'm sure it was a fucking kick-ass show. I don't know who the other friends were, but I'm sure it was kick-ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Like, it sucks,
And
but
also,
at least they made right by people. You know what I mean? And we're like, we're not going to cancel anything. Like, we're going to keep the show going. That's something I love to hear about. And we've talked about here. Don't fucking cancel and be like, we'll see you guys in like a year or two, and then we'll make it up to you, and then we'll play, and then, you know, whatever. Like, they were like, the show must go on. We'll bring our friends in, you know, people who are also playing. That's fucking sick, dude. So, hell yeah.
I mean,
celebrate you
at the end of the day, how many times have you had a show canceled, you get your money back, and the next time they're in town, you're not able to make the show, or you don't have the funds to get tickets for it, or whatever.
Exactly.
So shit happens. Like, now is the time that I'm ready to see the show. I don't want to have to reschedule.
Exactly. And
so,
yeah, like I said, they did it right. So Sick. I
Yeah.
love to hear that. Super cool.
Yeah.
I will say I just went back and watched both videos from Craig on this new Tap Dat and Ronnie.
Yeah.
Neither of the videos look exactly the same, and Ronnie had to plug in a moment where he's making out with a naked lady who's kind of hot. That's super gross, dude. Shut up.
Yeah.
Just had to get that out.
Yeah. We all know you had to pay that chick.
Exactly, right. It was AI, dude. It was CGI or it was AI. She wasn't even real, I'm sure. All right. Come on. But yeah,
Come on.
sucks to hear about Jamie, but like at least he wasn't sick, he wasn't injured.
Right.
They did what they could to make sure the show continued on. It sucks that we can't make Summer Slaughter this year because they wanted to put it up in fucking Saginaw at a biker bar.
Yeah.
I love that for Hatebreed. That makes way more sense, the intersection, but it sucks that we weren't able to go. So maybe
Yeah.
next
I
year
mean,
we'll see
at
what's
the end
going
of,
on.
I think the the lineup just isn't nearly as good as last year, so I'm not upset
Right.
about it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that. All right, next up, a little more drama for y'all. Andrew Wetzel, who drums for Attack, had his Nashville, Tennessee storage unit broken into this week. That sucks, man. I shared a video to social media on the 21st explaining that thieves had broken into the unit and displaced many of his personal belongings, including items tied to his late dog. That sucks. At the time, Wetzel said he was unsure whether anything had been stolen, though the unit had been trashed. And I feel like that's objectively worse, because
Right.
he noted that the thieves left behind boxes of Attack merch, including shirts, vinyl, and CDs. In the clip, he stated the following. This was transcribed by Lamb Goat, our least favorite fucking news outlet. Someone broke into my storage unit last night, and I just spent like 35 minutes out in the sweltering heat, sweating my absolute ass off trying to figure out if they stole something, and I don't know if they did. And let me be clear, I'm thankful for that. I don't think that anything's missing. However, now everything's all messed up, including my poor deceased dog's stuff was strewn everywhere, which is highly disrespectful. I agree. That sucks that they did that. The fact that they did it at all sucks, but they should have seen that and been like, let's get out of here, And dude, what is going on right now? Don't do stuff like that. It's extremely rude. Also, you looked at all those Attack shirts, all the vinyls and CDs and t-shirts. And let me just say this real quick. Why are you storing vinyls in a hot ass fucking storage unit? Like, that sucks. Hopefully it's temperature controlled, but I'm not trying to make light of the situation. Let's see, that didn't sell, and you were like, God, what a loser. And then you just left all my shit. So you know what? Thank you. I needed that, So at least he's got a good take on things. It sucks that
Yeah.
happened. I don't think that they targeted him. They probably just saw a unit and they were like, snip. Let's get in here.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. And then, yeah, they were like, oh, dude, there's boxes on boxes of merch for this band I've never
Bunch
heard
of
of.
shit. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. You know what I mean? I like Attack.
Yeah.
I haven't been listening to them a lot recently. I'm a fucking Carlisle era Attack guy, but
Yeah.
yeah, it sucks that this happened, man. I've had more than enough storage units. I don't think any of them have been stolen. It ultimately got to a point where we kind of just like stopped paying on them, and I've lost my own shit over the years because of that. But hey, I hate to hear that happened to you, man. And hopefully nothing got stolen if you ultimately decide that. And if at this point nothing got stolen, cool.
Yeah.
Just store it somewhere safe, I guess.
I watched the video, and he was in a pretty good headspace
Like
the whole
mind
entire
space about
time.
it, right? Hell yeah.
He was pretty chill about everything. It was more funny than anything. But yeah,
Nice.
emphasis on him feeling like a loser for them leaving all that attack stuff.
They could have stole all this stuff and it would have been out of my hair. Like, fuck, man.
We can't make any money on this.
Could have at least listened to the vinyl, dude, or taken a CD or something, man. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Worn the shirt at least. Fuck. Right.
Oh, damn it. I was getting ready to type in the band that we're about to talk about next, and I fucked up and it didn't search right. But
Aw.
next up, we got a little bit more drama here, which I was kind of alluding to earlier, in funny, almost ridiculous kind of situation here. Kim Dracula just debuted a new single called Molecular Conversion. However, the Callous Dowboys have called out the singer for the similarities between the track's breakdowns and their breakdown in the track Gigantic Parasite Tongue. The you can check out the posts on X from the Callous Dowboys and their vocalist Carson Pace regarding that. But to transcribe things, the post from the Callous Dowboys account captioned "Cool breakdown at Kim Drac. Glad you liked this song, LOL." With Carson quoting "AI do the Dowboys thing," which is a pretty funny comment overall. But I listened to I listened to both breakdowns side by side, and I have to say, you guys are stretching just a tad bit here to assume that you were the first band to come up with stick chords or squeal drops or whammy bars or whatever in breakdowns. It is, don't get me wrong, Callous Dowboys breakdown is a dope breakdown,
Right.
but I promise you guys, Kim Dracula didn't steal this from you guys. They stole it from the 2000s.
Right. I can't even find, I don't know, like what, at what point in the song do they think they stole on Kim Dracula's? Because I'm thinking it's around like the 2-minute mark.
Well,
145.
In Gigantic Parasite Tongue, the breakdown starts at 325, and it's basically like
Okay.
boom, like kind of shit like that. There is I'm not gonna look it up because I don't care about Kim Dracula. I don't know who that is. I don't care.
Right.
But it's similar, but it's not close.
Okay. I gotcha. Yeah. Anything I looked up between both songs, I'm like, I don't really see anything similar. And if they were, like, I don't think it would hold up in a court of law. You know what I mean?
Nah.
It just,
Sure
I
wouldn't.
feel like the Dowboys are trying to argue for argument's sake and just be like, we've got a new album coming out. You should listen to Giant Parasitic Tongue and compare the two. And, you know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of what it seems like to me, you know? Which kind of sucks, but, like, I don't know. They also seem like that kind of band. They're just like, oh, we're the Dowboys, dude. You know, like, we fucking... Yeah. I don't know. It just seems
I'm
kind
sure
of lame
they're
in a stretch.
I'm sure they're just trying to stay relevant. They released an album last year, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, they got a couple shows coming up, but for the most part, it looks like they don't have a whole lot going on. So I think they're just trying to get in them headlines. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's the vibe I get out of it. So whether or not it was stolen, whatever, guys. At this point, music's been around for thousands of years. Nobody really invented anything. You know what I mean? It's
hard to do something that hasn't been done already.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
that isn't just like completely crazy, and you know.
Right. Yeah. All right.
Like
next up,
for instance, real quick, like the
Yeah.
fucking new EP by Avenged Sevenfold that just came out by surprise. It was the most awful thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I don't think we're talking about that.
No, we weren't, because I left it off because it
All
was
right.
so weird and
Accurate.
awful.
Yeah. No, I saw the stuff about them playing, and it's just like, oh my God, they're opening for themselves. And I was like, wow, what a circle jerk for them to do. Like,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to get too far into it, but the fact that they had to play that EP, like Sinestra, I think, like as that separate band backstage and
Yeah.
then come out like 2 hours or 3 hours later as Avenge, it's just like, did you guys really play it, or are you guys using more
No, that was
AI? Like,
that was a recording, 100%.
exactly. You know what I mean? That's I
Yeah.
just got so many different vibes out of that, and none of them were good. And I was like, that I don't care. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
about this. So that's all I'm going to say about
No.
it. I'm going to move us along to the next point of news. Um,
Yep.
we've got a little update from Danny Warsnop of Asking Alexandria about his current status in the band. Honestly, to me, this will be touched on in a little bit as I explain all this, but to me, as a previous Asking Alexandria fan, Danny was like kind of the band. You know what I mean? But I'm going to leave it right
Yep.
there at that. Upon his return in 2016, I took on more of a contact role rather than becoming an official business partner, somebody who was putting stuff into the band. The discussion came about after Sumerian Records founder Ash Avildsen said the following. Um, Asking Alexandria should be his focus, and back on Sumerian when they were peak button for the Lera. Worsnop responded to that at Ash Avildsen. You better than most should know that I never rejoined the band and don't have any control or say or involvement in the business decisions or the operations of the band. I play no part in either direction in sending them an offer and then accepting or refusing it. As for my focus, it also isn't within my control when the band does and doesn't want to work or not work. If you want an Asking Alexandria album on your label, maybe don't focus on trying to pressure the guy who wouldn't be making that call and whose name wouldn't be on the contract, and focus on the guys who would. He also had another exchange with a fan. The fan had stated, all the guys in Asking Alexandria are fucking amazing, but dude, you are the band to me. If you're not a part of it, then so be it. I'll still be a forever fan, and I'll always say this. Danny, I've been to a lot of shows, and your vocals are hands down the best I've ever heard live. Megadeth comes in at a very close second, but you still take the top spot. What an out of
That's how I
left
know
field
this dude
comparison.
has terrible taste.
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, but
No.
hey, he's a part of this, and we're going to tell you about it. Warsnop responded, I may not be a part of the business, but that doesn't change anything in terms of us being friends who love playing music together. I don't even know if anybody wins if I were to rejoin the business. I'd have to read more emails and take more meetings and vote, weigh in on business and creative decisions. Would also make votes even, which means stalemates now exist with 2 saying yes and 2 saying no. So he's technically a part of the band. He's technically, able to do vocals, but he's not a creative controlling member of the band anymore. And I got to say, the fact that you decided to leave and go make a country album, I think you kind of deserve this headache, Danny. You should have just stuck around with it. I'm happy you got to do what you wanted to do, but you made the worst decision. I did not listen to your country album. So many people are surprised when I explain that to them. I was like, yeah, the vocalist left to do this. And they're like, what? The Asking Alexandria guy did that? And I'm like, yes, unfortunately, he did. And this is where we're at. So, sucks to suck. I'd love to see you back in the band. I loved your era. But what are you going to do? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, a band is a business, especially when you get as big as y'all did. And I agree with Ash. I think y'all should be back on Sumerian because I think Sumerian would take care of you. but you're not a controlling member and you don't get that decision. So what are we going to do? You know?
Yep. I was just going for the front man. You know what I mean?
Right.
I never was a big Asking Alexandria fan. I got one song that I like by the band, and that is Morte Idabo.
At Dabo.
And,
Exactly. That was the era I was into them. Yeah.
Yep. That's the only song that I like by them. Otherwise, the rest of it is all pretty mid. That song rips.
Exactly.
But
that was that stand up or was that Reckless?
That was Reckless and Relentless.
Oh,
the
okay,
very
gotcha.
last track.
Yeah.
Just a banger ripper of a song.
Right. I gotta listen to that. All right, yeah. Move us along.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Last little bit of drama is less of drama, more sad. But that
Honestly,
is
some heartbreaking news. Yeah.
It is pretty heartbreaking. Legendary frontman Lou Koller of Sick of It All has unfortunately passed away. His passing follows a battle with esophageal cancer. Originally diagnosed with the tumor in June 2024. He announced that he was cancer-free in May of 2025. Unfortunately, Koller revealed in September of 2025 that the cancer had returned. By December, it was reported that Koller had reached a stalemate in his treatment. Since then, health updates had been sparse. Koller, who is 59, was instrumental in starting the New York hardcore band back in '86. Koller has appeared on all 12 studio albums and 9 EPs from the band. That is terrible news, especially being 59 years old. You definitely had a lot more time left. And that's the crappy part about cancer, man. You think that you've beat the battle, but the war, unfortunately, was not over yet. And sometimes there's only so much that you can do. Right. So here at the Riff Report, we say salute to you, rest in power, Lou. You've made your mark on the industry, and we will forever appreciate what you've given to us.
Exactly. I gotta say, I hate the situation, but I love the outpouring of positivity that has come out from this. I saw a post from Converge specifically on Instagram the other day about a previous tour that they were supposed to be on, but unfortunately got canceled because of COVID. And I gotta say, the art that was attached to that for the bill was the sickest like bill art I've ever seen. It was what was it? It's that Agni picture, like essentially the Jane Doe face, but just her face, and the Sick of It All's like dragon motif, kind of inner, kind of mixed in it. It was so fucking cool. And if I could see that on a T-shirt, maybe just to celebrate the life of Lou, and everything that he put in through Sick of It All, that would be absolutely cool. I could see Jacob doing something like that. But yeah, it sounds a little greedy of me, and I don't want that to be the case. But like I said, the outpouring of everybody, sad about this news, and like I said, celebrating the life of Lou and everything that he's done through Sick of It All, I did love to see. You know what I mean? It was nice to see everyone kind of getting together and just being like, hey, this guy put in a lot. We love you, dude. Hope everything's good for the family and everything, and hopefully we can get through this trying and grievous time. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Go check out our chat on Discord right now.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, a little off topic. I'm not gonna bring it up, but like, dude. Nice.
Yeah. No, did you see the shirt?
No, I didn't get anything. Okay. So maybe I'm sounding like an asshole right now. I see nothing else except for your Ronnie thing. Send it. Try and send it again.
Oh, hold on. There we go.
Oh,
I needed
yes.
to hit send.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
That's sick. Did you just make that,
Yeah.
or is that something that's real?
No, that was real. Unfortunately, I followed the link to it and there was a pre-order going on, and now the
Yeah.
link no longer exists. You might be able
Gotcha.
to maybe Google reverse search that image and find where you can purchase that, but there was a shirt and it is dope.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do
Do a little digging.
fuck, yeah, I'll definitely do some digging. I'll be able to find it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, just a heads up before we switch over to the next category for the day, I am going to be ripping another Shore Lord shot. Just a heads up. You can
All right.
join or you don't have to if you don't
Let's
want
get it
to.
out of the way. I'm gonna join you. I was about to go grab another beer, but I'll give it a hot second. But hey, man.
There we go. Hey, we can finish this episode off, dude. We just got to fucking put a little fire under our ass, all
hunker
right?
down, dude. All right, you got that shot ready or what?
Oh, I got it ready, dude. I've had it ready.
All right, hell yeah. Let me all right, here we go. All right. Little dink, little stink. I gotta stop holding that shot in my mouth, dude. The Shore Lord is not the thing to try and taste, all right?
Or maybe it is.
Ooh. Maybe it is. That's what everybody keeps telling me, but I don't believe them. And I'm the one who fucking sets this shit up, dude. All right, we're going to move along into our artist news. Yeah, we didn't talk about it like we said last week. We'll fucking figure it out.
We didn't.
It's all right. It was a busy week. Forgive us. All right. First up, we've got an announcement from Whitechapel. Love to hear it. They've announced their annual hometown holiday benefit show. They will be playing at the Mill and Mine in Knoxville, Tennessee on December 19th, closing out their 20th anniversary tour with Chelsea Grin, The Acacia Strain, and Netherwalker. I love all of those names attached to it. Band share the following. Knoxville. You didn't really think we were going to leave the hometown out of the 20-year festivities, did you? This will be our 11th annual Christmas benefit show, and we are excited to bring this amazing lineup home for it. I agree with that wholeheartedly, Whitechapel. I'd love to be there. Let's see. Whitechapel's annual holiday benefit show raises money for local animal care organizations, most frequently supporting the Young Williams Center in Knoxville, Tennessee, as well as past contributions to the Humane Society of the Tennessee Valley. I love that for them. Y'all think metal. Okay, y'all don't think metal is evil, is bad. They don't do anything nice. All you normies out there who aren't listening to the Riff Report think metal is evil and we don't do anything for the community and all that. Look at this fucking shit right here, dude. We're supporting great community benefits, organizations, all of that.
Yep.
What more could you want? You know what I mean?
You got boundaries out there, fucking getting school
Doing
supplies
school
for
supplies,
kids, dude.
right? Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
You got fucking Whitechapel,
pretty sure,
one of the heaviest bands, one of the most evil
pretty-
bands that people look at and just, oh my god, oh, it's so scary. Supporting
Yeah.
animal health and care and everything. You guys are wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Unlike Tim Lambesis who kicks dogs. Fuck you.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. All right. Moving us along. After I say this, I'm gonna go grab another beer and take a piss. So I'll be gone so
Do
you can
it.
talk about your stuff. Suicide Silence guitarist Chris Garza has confirmed his return to the band. I believe we talked about his announcement of taking a break, focusing on
Yep.
family, some personal shit.
Yep.
some
He's
months
got his
ago.
podcast.
Exactly, right, which has been great to watch. I love seeing his shit.
Yep.
Dude,
Yep.
that clip of him with Kurt trying to figure
Yeah,
out
so good.
riffs from fucking Chiodos, dude, that was sick. He's like, how the
So
fuck did you
good.
do it? And Kurt's like, oh, just like this. And he's like, duh. I never would have thought of that.
I just have to take a second to pride.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of band members out there that have their own podcasts. I think that Chris does a really good job with his show because he knows he is a metal guitarist. He mostly has guitarists on, and they've got their guitars plugged in with amps, and they're just a couple guitarists just sitting around chatting about guitar stuff and just doodling around on their guitars. And I love that format. It's so
cool.
great.
Exactly. Right. Hell yeah. He's been away, absent from several recent tours, and revealed last December that he needed to step away from the deathcore outfit at the proverbial reset button. Go off, King. Take your time. It's fine. You've been... He's a founding member, isn't he?
Yeah.
Of Suicide? That's, yeah, it's been a long time. And as far as I know, has never really taken time. When Mitch passed away, they got their new vocalist and then just kept it going. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like I said, take your time, dude. In a post shared on the 21st, Garza had confirmed that we will be back on stage for the band's upcoming Reminders of Hell tour. And that's all I'm going to say. Garza simply shared, okay, I'm back, with a couple of emotes. But I'm not going to spoil it. Ryan, take it away. I'm out of here. I'm taking a piss. I'm grabbing a beer.
I will. I'll take my turn when you come back.
All right. Hell
yeah. Next up, we got some news from the number 12 Looks Like You, a band that I am very fond of from back in my youth. They're currently seeking out fans to appear as extras in an upcoming music video. The mathcore outfit put out a casting call for the shoot, which will take place Monday, August 10th in Bergen County, New Jersey. The band have not yet revealed whether the video is tied to new material, but the band will also be touring this year in celebration for the 20th anniversary of Mongrel with Kawanashi, Blind Equidation, and Differences appearing on select dates, which is very exciting. I wish I can make it out to the tour, but I'll have to pull some strings, maybe figure that out. Because Mongrel is just a superb mathcore album. You know, a lot of people think about fucking Converge and Botch and whatnot from earlier, but number 12, you know, maybe 5, 6, up to 10 years later, did a great job carrying that torch. Next up, we got a little news from Brotality, a band that I have been getting into quite a bit over the past year. They have announced that they will be releasing their third studio album titled Jaws of the Earth independently on September 25th. So all of these singles that we've been getting finally has a place to shine. The band shared the following in quotes: our third full-length album, Jaws of Earth, releases everywhere on September 25th, 2026. Hit our bio to pre-save the full album. We have had the absolute greatest time sharing singles from this album with all of you. But with each release, we've collectively said, wow, we can't wait until they hear this front to back, how we intended it to be, which is the way that I prefer it. Well, here it comes, September 25th. Pre-saves mean a lot, so hit our bio and pre-save our brand new album today, Jaws of Earth 925. The groove metal outfit have been building toward the record with a string of singles and will continue touring throughout the year. The band has a summer run with Islander coming up, followed by fall dates opening for Fear Factory and Darkest Hour. So far the tracks that we've got were Blasphemy, The Body, Keepsake, Animalistic, and Worm Sign, all of which were super fucking solid and super exciting. The artwork that we have attached to all of these is really awesome. I can't wait to see what we end up with for the full length. Yeah, dude, I'm just super excited for these guys. I'm super impressed that they're going to be putting this out independently. I'm not sure. I thought that these guys were signed to a label, but they must not be. I'm seeing they're signed to Rottweiler Records, which is a Christian extreme metal label. However, looks like this will be their first independent release. Not sure what's going on with Rottweiler Records. Maybe they just had creative differences. Maybe these guys just wanted to see what they could do on their own. But either way, I pride any band that's willing to just dive head in and market their own stuff and see what can happen. These guys are quality, a little younger, so I think they've got the energy in them to really make this a solid release. But yeah, that's all we got on those guys. And Tyler's walking back in now, so that's good. Welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, man. So good. Thanks, man.
I just finished off of. You got a little snacky?
Yeah, dude. I gotta say, for anybody who has a mire around them, there's packs of cheese sticks. They've got a jalapeno like sharp cheddar and a habanero white cheddar. Both are delicious.
All right.
And I just ate a few of those.
I like to. I'm an Aldi guy, and they got their fair share of cheese snacks, but I'll take your word for it.
Hell yeah.
But I'm about to pee myself, so how about you take it on with unprocessed, because I've finished up my shit.
Can do. All right. Sick. All right. Hey, if you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it, all right? He's not even here to respond to that. That's fine. I bet he's laughing right now. Unprocessed recently took part in a Musora studio challenge, creating their own cover of Wham's Careless Whisper in a single session. That's kind of crazy. The German progressive metalcore outfit worked through the 80s platinum hits on camera with both the process and final version available to watch. The late George Michael originally co-wrote Careless Whisper in the early 80s. I love seeing those videos of Sergio Saxman Flores playing Careless Whisper in malls, Aldi's, different places, outdoor areas. Well, that's one of my favorite songs. It's a lot of fun. Now, this reminds me of something that we talked about here on the Riff Report. What song was that? Who did that? What, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there was I think it might have been last week or the week before, but
It's been a while since we talked about this.
Okay, I was talking with Jack and Ben at the bar about this, but
yeah, that was last week when they showed up.
Yeah, so it was Archspire did a like cover video where they redid a Bruno Mars song. Could be different than what we're talking about, but it was in the same vein as this, where they had a very poppy song that they then had to on air convert into a death metal song, and it turned out fucking awesome. Such as
Whatever it was,
this,
the band was doing Four Non Blondes. That's what it was.
yeah, it was
What's going on?
Thursday. Yep.
That's who it was. Yeah, Thursday doing what's going on. Yeah. So, yeah, this is somebody I have to follow Musora and see, because I'm on their YouTube right now, and there's a jazz band that covers Nirvana on the spot. Folk Pop Twins cover System of a Down on the spot. Like,
Yeah, there's some
we got a
funny
Norwegian, Norwegian prog metal band, Leprous, cover Take on Me. Like, shoegaze band does Fleetwood Mac. Like, there's just so many like awesome keywords that I would love to just follow. You know what I mean? So I'll have to. Oh, I'm logged in, but not on my actual YouTube, so it won't show up. But yeah, that's super cool. Like I said, Careless Whisper is one of my guilty pleasures. So the fact that Unprocessed was able to take part in that and recreate it the way they needed to, it's really cool. I'll have to check out this video because I still haven't watched it. I'll be completely honest.
It was awesome.
Hell yeah. Was it good? Because I know when we were talking about that Thursday cover, it was just like, nah, it's all right.
Yeah. No, I think these guys have a better way of handling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll check that out and let y'all know maybe next week, or I'll forget. I don't know. We'll see. But tune in next week anyways. And every week, you know? Alrighty. Next little piece of news I got for you. Pain of Truth. We just talk about them. Got a new album out. Or new song. Excuse me. Has shared a new live video for The Test. The performance took place on July 22nd at Proyecto in Los Angeles and featured a guest appearance from rapper Denzel Curry. We're going to be seeing him very, very soon. The studio version of the 2020 track originally featured King 9. The video arrives just after Pain and Truth announced their self-titled new album, which is due out on September 25th. So go check it out, because I didn't, and let me know in the comments what you thought about it. Ryan, what did you think? 'Cause I'm sure you watched it.
I did. It was a dope video. Denzel Curry making his way back into the hardcore fucking scene.
Right.
And this time even tougher than his track with Knocked Loose.
Dang.
He goes full hardcore.
Never thought it was possible, dude, but he did it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was sick. I enjoyed it.
Nice. Love that.
Yeah, dude. Check it out. Next up, along lines with some news we got earlier from Uncle Acid, Hailstorm has shared a live video of their cover of Ozzy Osbourne's Perry Mason, a favorite track of mine. Hailstorm previously covered Perry Mason during the Back to Beginning show, last year's All-Star Final live send-off for Osbourne and Black Sabbath in Birmingham, UK. July 22nd marked the first anniversary of Osbourne's passing, with many of his friends, family, and peers paying tribute to the late heavy metal icon. The newly released footage was captured during Hailstorm's November 23rd, 2025 set at BP Pulse Live in Birmingham. The band shared the following: in honor of Ozzy Osbourne Day, we'd like to pay homage to the Prince of Darkness, the only way we know how. This is a live version of Ozzy's classic Perry Mason from the album Osmosis, recorded at BP Pulse Live in Ozzy's hometown of Birmingham, England on November 23rd. I have to say, I 100% respect this band. However, I'm not the biggest fan of their music. They did a great job. And I appreciate the tribute.
Right. Now this is the chick
It's
who
a-
was she was an actor, right? Is Hailstorm?
No, you're thinking of the chick
Oh,
from the Grinch.
yeah.
Which was
In this
Taylor
moment?
Momsen.
Oh, Taylor
Oh,
Momsen, yeah.
Taylor Momsen. She is in The Pretty Reckless.
That's what it is. All right. Yeah. Right. Okay. So yeah, what else did Hailstorm? Oh, okay, yeah. They're like the big three of like chick fronted bands in this moment. Pretty Reckless and who were we just talking about? They got that album coming out, which
Oh yeah,
fuck.
I'm gonna say Spirit Box. That's not the band, but that's my
No,
third.
you're so wrong about that.
No, I'm saying that's my third big three. So fuck you guys if you
All
disagree.
right. All right. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, but leading up to this, I can pull it up in just a second. I just gotta find my pictures. Where are you? Oh yeah, in this moment. Yeah, I was talking about that. They got the album which, um, Pretty Reckless. So yeah. All right, fuck it. Spirit Box. Yeah, exactly. That's cool. Yeah, I'm watching the
All right, well,
video right now, and it's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know the song Perry Mason. I didn't listen to Osmosis that much, but super cool.
well, you're missing out, brother. But now I want to listen to Ozzy. So I'm gonna put on Osmosis because why not?
All right.
All right. Next up, we got news from Set Your Goals. They appear to be teasing some new music. The California melodic hardcore pop punk outfit recently shared a pair of social media posts from the studio showing the band tracking drums. The first post caption appears to hint at the possibility of their first new material since 2012's two-song EP, Only Right Now / I'll Walk It Off, arriving later this month, apparently. And a follow-up post suggests the new offering is rapidly approaching. These guys, I loved them when they first came out. I didn't really follow them much after they first came out. Their first album, Mutiny, was my jam at the time, though. So this could be exciting. Could be a new way to rejuvenate my love for this band. We'll see.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of these guys before this, but I just popped them on as we were leading up to this, and they're pretty good. They got that kind of Cali sound, you know. I'm listening to Only Right Now, Walk It Off, and
Put on the track Mutiny. That is the track by these guys.
okay.
Got a killer fucking riff. It's just happy California hardcore, dude.
Yeah, it's mixed, like it's from the early fucking 2000s ish, you know.
Yep.
It's a little rough, you know, but
Yep.
yeah, I see your point. Like, yeah, it's Cali hardcore punk. You know what I mean? It's perfect.
Yep.
And you know I'm into that. So
Yep.
that's as
You
close
can-
as I get to hardcore in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things. You know what I mean? When I'm like, oh, dude, these guys are so heavy, and you're like, not really, but I love the fact that you're
Yeah.
getting into it. Like, you know.
No, this shit is the perfect music to. You go into a pit here, you get some two-stepping and you'll get some circle pitting. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yes.
Yep.
Hell yeah. It's pretty sick. I love that. So cool. Alrighty, let's see. Let's move it along. We've got some news and a news announcement from the band Vulvodynia. I think I pronounced that correctly. This is a South African brutal death metal outfit. They have a new vocalist, Maya Popst. She's also involved in Burial Path. She'll be joining following open auditions held this past spring. The move follows a turbulent stretch for the band's vocalist position. They had fired Duncan Bentley in 2023 following a violent altercation with a bandmate, while Zion Bittenbender was removed from the group earlier this year in the wake of allegations that is super unfortunate. Well, I'm not going to say unfortunate, but yeah.
It's unfortunate that Mr. Bittenbender fucking did some shit.
Right, exactly. He has denied the accusations, but he did take to social media to share a statement forever ago to back up his claims of, not having those allegations. I don't want to have to make this post, but I have to defend myself. Talk about the Defeated Sanity tour. The band was removed from the tour. This was a venue and promoter decision when the allegations first surfaced. They had already threatened to pull shows, and the only reason why they remained on the tour at that time was because Zion was sent home and not present. With him back in the lineup, they don't want to risk cancellations or financial losses. This is from their manager, Lynn. Another email, we did not want to have to remove the band, and I made it very clear to Lynn that if Zion were to stay, this would be the outcome, because I cannot have this blowing back. Yeah, this is a pretty big fucking post, and I really don't want to have to talk about all this stuff. It's going to take forever, but yeah, it just... last few times was visas. This time it's because we're standing by our completely innocent friend, according to this Luke Haroff. Luke is the guitarist of the band who's standing up for the guy. And he had followed that up with, we need a complete social media blackout, especially from Zion. Let's settle over the weekend with the agent. Waited about 2 weeks. There's fucking 10 or 12 posts about all this when he left. And this man was listening to the song Smell Pussy by G-Unit in the screenshot. That doesn't make your situation any better.
It doesn't.
But, yeah. That's crazy.
On a brighter note, Maya is a killer vocalist. I've followed her on Instagram for a handful of years now.
Hell yeah.
She fucking rips. She's like the closest vocalist that I've found to Will Ramos to date.
Nice.
Just super fucking solid vocals. She's got this fucking signature over the nose piercing thing.
Okay.
That is pretty cool. But yeah, I think
what do they call that? Yeah, I've always wanted one of those, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dope look. Yeah, the weird thing about it is I'm pretty sure she's from Missouri or something like that. And Burial Path is a United States band. So now she's joining a band from South Africa. I don't know how that works.
Right.
I mean, the internet is a crazy place, but flights to South Africa are, I can't imagine, very cheap. So
right.
They're just going to have to be real efficient as a band.
Looks like the name of that piercing, just a little off on topic, is probably called nasal lang, but it just sits right over this. An Austin bar is right here near the tip, and then you got your bridge up here, but like, this is kind of sick. I don't know.
It's like
Maybe I
midway,
take over
yeah.
that tackle box name. I've been telling people that. I took over the tackle box name from you because you were
Yeah,
the
you can
reason for
have
that
it.
name. And I was
Yeah.
like, look at all this shit. And they're like, oh, ha ha ha, that's so funny. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I need a
Yeah.
couple more piercings to really justify it. Now, I don't. Did you have any more piercings than I did when you
I
received this
had
nickname?
less. I had
Oh,
less.
fuck. All right. Damn.
I had less. I just worked with a bunch of fucking
Old guys who
assholes.
wanted to. Yeah, exactly. Old guy assholes. Right. Exactly. All right.
They
Hell
were
yeah.
the person that named me this. I fucking love you to death, Nick Pagels. You're my fucking dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was being a little outrageous when he named me that. But I needed a
Hell yeah.
nickname, so the first nickname I think I had was Girl Jeans. So I'll take Tackle Box.
I got skinny jeans, so at least I had that. This guy had
Yeah.
unfortunately passed, but I'd met him a couple times. I also told him to get up the fuck off the sidewalk in front of my apartment because you can't park fucking. I was like, you can't park your motorcycle on the sidewalk in front of my apartment and block us off from getting out of here. Like, get the fuck. And he's like, oh. And he didn't realize that about almost 10 years prior, when I was working at the gas station right by your house, this dude walked in and he's like, what's up, skinny jeans? And I'm like, what's up, brother? You here for some smokes and some beer? And he's like, you know it. But yeah, a few years ago, he passed away from, I think, I want to say a motorcycle accident or maybe a drug overdose because he was running into some shit. So it was very unfortunate, but yeah, you know. So at least I had that. I didn't get girl jeans. I got golf tee because I used to wear tapers, and I got skinny jeans because I still wear skinny jeans. So
yeah, well, this was like at the beginning of actual skinny jeans for men, and those were what
Okay.
I was wearing. But I got named Girl Jeans, so
all right,
whatever.
Well, hey man, thanks for taking that and dealing with that.
I'll
dog.
take that. But
Right.
the beer ultimately remains named after me. Sorry about that, buddy.
Right.
You can have the tackle box name,
I'll
but you
take it,
can't
it's
have
fine.
what comes with it.
Right. Exactly. That's fine.
Next up, last little bit of artist news we got before we get into some shows is Meshuggah, band I hold so dearly to my heart.
Same.
They have
Same.
released some newly remastered anniversary editions of Destroy, Erase, Improve, and Catch 33, two albums I love so much. Looks like they are available now through Reigning Phoenix Music on vinyl, CD digipack, and digital formats. I have not checked these out yet because they're not on Tidal, but I am looking forward to it. Both releases feature the original album artwork and newly remastered audio. Originally released in 1995, Destroy, Erase, Improved marked a major turning point for Meshuggah, sharpening the band's blend of machine-like rhythmic precision, dissonant riffing, technical control, and jazz fusion influence. Released in 2005, Catch 33 pushed the band further into conceptual territory, unfolding as a continuous 47-minute piece divided into 13 movements. The album was self-produced by Meshuggah and remains their only full-length built around programmed drums using Toontrack's drum kit from Hell technology.
Okay.
And
I did not realize that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I will say, when it comes to Meshuggah, when I venture back to Meshuggah, the first thing that I go for typically is Catch 33. It is the ultimate. I mean, it is before Obscene, the album right before Obscene. features Bleed, the song that everyone
Okay.
knows by Meshuggah.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, Bleed is a little simple, you know what I mean? Like that's what the
Yeah.
simple guys listen to.
Right.
Obscene is a great record. If I have to
I will
say
say Obscene was
Combustion,
my first Meshuggah record. Now,
yeah,
having
everyone's
spent
first
enough
Meshuggah.
time exploring Meshuggah, Chaos Sphere was awesome. Let's
Nothing is
see.
amazing.
Colossus, yeah, exactly. Nothing is amazing. Or nothing. Excuse me. I just kind of took
Nothing.
that. But Future Breed Machine, the first track on
Yeah.
Destroy, Erase, Improve, fucking
Yeah.
killer track to start an album with. Like, it takes a second to get into it, but as soon as it hits you, like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
I've seen Meshuggah, I think 3 times.
I'm
And
super jealous about that. That's the one that is my ultimate bucket list band is Meshuggah.
Yeah.
I've never had a chance. They've never been at any festivals I've been to. Like, I have to see them before they get too old and stop touring. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I've definitely. I mean, there was a period in time where Meshuggah was my god, and I made it a point to go see them as much as possible. But
hell yeah.
the one show that I saw Future Breed Machine live at was the sickest. It was at the Vic Theater in Chicago. They
Okay.
had these tall light bars, 4 of them throughout the stage, and they strobed to the beat of Future Breed Machine, and it
That's
was
awesome.
killer, dude. If
Exactly.
you were epileptic, you were in trouble because this.
I was gonna say
lit it
there's a
up.
second layer to your killer idea, your killer phrase on there. It would have literally killed
Yeah.
somebody with epilepsy, dude. Right.
Yeah, it sure would have.
That's
But yeah, this is awesome.
unfortunate, but yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't exactly have the funds to purchase these vinyls, unfortunately, because I just put the little bit of money I have towards this stuff into Mastodon recently. But
did you? Tell me about that. Did you
did.
tell me? Oh,
I think I did. I pre-ordered the new record and the slip mat, the vinyl slip mat.
oh, we were chatting about that. Hold on, let me.
Yep.
Yeah, continue talking. Don't hold on.
So no, you're good. Let's see. I'm trying to look up the new records to see what they're going for. Oh shit. They're both sold out, so you can't get them now. But they were going for $47 a piece.
Dang.
But they were double LPs, Destroy, Erase, Improve on a like cool blended red vinyl, and then Catch 33 on a blended semi-transparent green, which is pretty dope. You can, however, still pre-order the CD digipacks for both. So maybe that's the route that I take. I've been trying to rebuild my CD collection recently, so that could be maybe the first couple brand new purchases I make.
Hell yeah, that'd be a good restart. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta find them.
They're on the band's. If you go on the band's website, go to merchandise, go to the US store. They're scroll down a little bit, you can find them.
Yeah, I just went on the oh shit. I used the Riff Report or Google Doc to find that, and I just totally lost my fucking place. But yeah, I will do that. But it's sold out, so I can't do that. But that's fine. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out and see maybe if I can just get like an original release or something. I got a Discogs account. I can find something. You know what I mean? And you know me, I'll drop some money on a fucking release if I was gonna say.
You'll pay too much money.
We'll say an ass amount of money for something if I'm really that interested. But I've been trying to fill out. Now we can kind of see. I keep doing this wrong. Over here, I've got one little space in my fucking. You're not gonna see it as well, Ryan, but like on
I
the
see it.
recorded video feed, I've got one. I probably got like 7 records that I need to fill my section right here with my vinyls. And then it'll be perfect. So some Meshuggah might be in that mix. That's for sure. For now, I've got a gargoyles statue, a figure of Eliza. I think it's Eliza.
Oh yeah.
Holding everything at bay, and making sure nothing gets cracked over there. But yeah, what a great way to end our artist news. A little Meshuggah. Let's finish off with a couple of tour announcements. Dude, I love that. It's so cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, I'll let you sit down for a second. Because we were chatting about this fucking announcement the other day. We've got an announcement from Trivium. They'll be hitting the road this fall for a 6-week tour with fucking In Flames, dude. Frozen Soul. We're hitting all the elements. Let's see. And Orbit Culture and Fit for an Autopsy are going to be joining on a couple of these dates. Trivium had the following to say. That's what I'm saying. This is a heavy fucking right in your face fucking tour. It's heavy as shit. Let's see. Trivium said this fall's Trivium tour is a huge one for us. The lineup is stacked from top to bottom, and we're honored to have special guests in Flames who not only influenced our early years, but continue to prove time and again why they're one of the greatest metal bands of all time. I might even go so far as to say maybe the greatest metal band of all time, but hey, there's a lot out there. With Orbit Culture, Fit for an Autopsy, and Frozen Soul, we can't wait to get out there. Kick off this next era of Trivium with Rudy behind the kit and give you a taste of the new music we've been working on. We'll see you soon. They're starting off in Florida, in St. Petersburg at Janus live with Fit for an Autopsy. They will be continuing that for a little while. We're going to get to see them up here in Michigan on November 8th in Grand Rapids at GLC Live at 20 Monroe, not 21 Monroe, 20 Monroe with Fit for an Autopsy. They will be finishing that stint with Fit for an Autopsy on 11/18 in Toronto. And then they'll be picking up with Orbit Culture in Royal Oak at the Music Theater in Royal Oak with the Orbit Culture. They'll be at the Brawl Room, the Aragon Brawl Room, on November 21st, working their way through to end up in the South. They got quite a few dates with them. They will be finishing off the tour at the Fillmore in Charlotte, North Carolina on December 19th with Orbit Culture, In Flames, and themselves. So, solid enough tour. That date might be doable. I don't know how much tickets are going to be, but I would love to go see In Flames again. I'd love to see Trivium and Fit for an Autopsy because I have not seen either of those bands, but one of the sickest crowd surfing pictures I've ever created going to shows was done during an In Flames set. It is my absolute favorite to revisit. I want to see them again and see these other bands. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I have the money for that one because I've spent more than enough on concerts this year.
Yeah. Let's see here. Honestly, I'm down with orbit culture, but I would kind of rather see Fit for an Autopsy. So that Grand
I'm in
Rapids
that camp.
at
I'd rather go to GLC to
GLC.
see Fit. Yeah.
Yeah. Pulling it up right now. Looks like we're on Ticketmaster, and you're looking at $60.
That's pretty fair. I bought
So
Taking Back Sunday tickets that I'm about to eat the cost of because on the same day we're gonna go to that Knock Loose show, and I'm trying to
yeah,
resell the tickets, but GLC does not allow that. So I have to go through Ticketmaster's like approved resellers, and I'm pretty sure it's just Ticketmaster. I will be
yeah,
losing out on exactly half of the money that I spent on those tickets. So I'm going to just, like I said, eat those costs and say fuck it, so Ticketmaster can't make any more money. So,
yeah.
but
Well,
yeah, I'll spend $60
at,
to see these bands easily.
at the
Well,
very
per
least,
ticket, you know.
pass those tickets along to somebody who might enjoy them, and then at least somebody
I
benefits. And
Yeah, I will say I did find I just joined a group on Facebook that's like it's called Michigan like ticket resale or whatever. I will be pretty soon cuz the show doesn't go on for another 2 months. I will
yeah,
be trying to find somebody who is willing to spend I don't know. I'll even be willing to lose out on at least $10 a ticket. I spent about $60. I'll sell them for 50 a pop. We'll do some
yeah,
Venmo. We'll do a PayPal thing, you know, but I'm just not gonna resell it to fucking Ticketmaster for $30 a pop and not get that
right,
money until 7 days after the show, and then
right,
pay those people that reseller $15 a ticket just for the convenience
yeah,
to resell the tickets. That sounds like ass. I'll figure
that
it out
does.
and still make sure somebody can get those tickets. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, another thing that I just found out looks like I am a T-Mobile customer, and with that, they do some discounted tickets for certain shows. This is one of them. So looks like
Oh,
I can buy floor tickets to this show for $46 a piece. So just heads up, if you need tickets, I can help you facilitate that.
I will give you cash. We'll talk about it when I'm a little more sober.
Hell yeah.
Right on.
Well, next up we got the tour that we talked about earlier. Mr.
I
Chris
didn't want to
Garza
spoil
is
it.
back,
Right.
and Suicide Silence is going on a North American tour this fall with Immure, Angel Maker, and Synestia. Looks like starting in Riverside, California at the Riverside Municipal Auditorium, making their way through the South, over to Florida, up the East Coast. They'll hit up into Canada and then eventually make their way over to Detroit at St. Andrews Hall on November 29th. Followed up by a December 1st show in Chicago at the House of Blues, which is pretty cool. They're going to finish off the tour on the 12th of December in San Jose, California at Putting It on the Ritz.
Hell yeah. Nice. Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Suicide Silence at least 4 times in the new rendition. I did not get to see Suicide Silence in the Mitch Lutker era. I will say they go fucking hard. I saw them at Louder Than Life several years ago, and that was the second time I had seen someone get taken out of a crowd on a fucking stretcher. They go fucking
Hell
hard.
yeah.
And I'm excited to see
Yeah.
them back at it with Chris. I've seen Amir several times. Angel Maker, I haven't. Synestia, I haven't.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. It'd be cool. It'd be fun, but I don't think I'm gonna make it out to this one, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But
I did
I,
get to see Suicide with Mitch one time,
oh, really? Nice.
and I will not support Eddie fronted Suicide Silence, unfortunately. I have high respects for the band, but I think Eddie is perfect for All Shall Perish. I do not think he fits in Suicide Silence. I'm sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately. Hey man, I just give them a chance at least. I don't know. That's about where I'm at. I feel like they still,
Yeah, they
showcase
still
the
rip.
energy and the passion, but it's not quite Mitch's era.
Yeah.
But fine. Whatever. Let's see. Next up, I'm so proud and I'm really happy that you brought these guys up because this has been a band that has held me down. This is actually probably the first, not the first metal band that I listened to or whatever, but this is the band that I was able to kind of convince my parents to let me listen to from the Solid State days, Christian metal. Showed them the lyrics and they're like, okay, I guess that makes sense, but they didn't listen to it, and I love that. Demon Hunter will be celebrating Storm the Gates of Hell, a great album. They will be on tour this fall to celebrate that. Christian metalcore outfit will be performing their fourth studio album in full each night, along with fan favorites from their 2002 and 2005 catalog, which is literally just their self-titled and Summer of Darkness, which are two great albums. Sorry, my light fucking fell. Now I will say this was about the era I kind of got a little bit off of Demon Hunter and started listening to like Bullet for My Valentine and shit. But it's a little sparse. It's a little bit of a shorter tour. Starting off in Louisville at the Mercury Ballroom on October 7th. They're working their way through the South, through the West Coast, and then working their way into Canada. And then jumping from Oregon to Idaho. That's an insane jump. We will get to see them in Chicago at the WC Social Club on October 28th. I might be able to swing this one. If I can, that would be great. We've got Wolves at the Gate and Bloodlines opening the run with them. I fucking love Demon Hunter. Did you listen to them at all with this announcement? Like, get into some of the stuff? Have you heard of Demon
No.
Hunter? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of them.
Gotcha.
Obviously, back in the 2000s, they were the Christian metal band.
Right.
Kind of right along the lines of War of Ages, which was another band that I was real big into.
Yeah.
In the metal, the Christian metal world, Christian thrash, that is. But no, I was not a big Demon Hunter fan, although I appreciate their music. And I was just listening to Storm the Gates of Hell, which is solid.
It's pretty good. I was
Yeah.
just happy to see that announcement of some of their older stuff. You know what I mean? Like, as I am all right with Storm the Gates of Hell. I would have loved to have been there a few years ago for like the Summer of Darkness, like maybe 20-year anniversary, because that was the album that I listened to.
Yeah.
It was a great time, So I am sad to announce that I missed them. They were in Michigan earlier this year. They were at the intersection back in like March or April, I want to say. And yeah, I saw it and was like, fuck, man, I gotta go see them. But it was like 2 days before one of the other shows that I went to earlier this year and was like, unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. It was on it was on a Thursday. I remember that specifically. And I was like, I'm not missing out on Rib Night. I make a bunch of money on Rib Night, dude. Like, fuck that. So it sucks, but if I do get the opportunity, I will try my absolute best. The nearest show I have to this is just a little over a week prior I'm going to see AFI on the 20th,
Yep.
which is a Tuesday. The 20th will be a Wednesday, so if I can, it'll be right after payday. I think I can swing it, and that'll be another bucket list band that I've been listening to for fucking 20 plus years at this point. So,
Yeah.
but I'll have to drive out to fucking Chicago for that. So we'll see.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I will say you should check out the album Pride of the Wicked by War of Ages if you're into this kind of Christian
Okay.
metal. But the last little bit of info that we got for you is pretty cool. It is not applicable to us here, unfortunately, but along with some of the cool things that some of the bands have been doing recently, I had to throw this in here. And that is that Koyo has announced 4 free shows for August. The melodic hardcore outfit will play the run in celebration of their last album, Barely Here, which is a fucking banger. If you haven't listened to it, check it out now. They're going to be playing a show in Lyndhurst, New York, Torrington, Connecticut, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, and Worcester, Massachusetts, all of which are going to be free. First come, first serve. Looks like we got some support by Schitt's Creek, Boots on the Sand, Love Cry, Whippets, Recollection, Auto Ignition, FFO, Montclair, Blandest, Commodore, C4, Back of the Neck, Stab, Sewing, and First Step. A lot of stuff going on here. That's awesome. If you live on the East Coast, you guys are set up with some kick-ass free shows. Just do yourself a favor and show up early. That's all I got, man.
There it is.
As if it hasn't been a full trek of a episode. Right. But I'm gonna take us on.
Before you take us on, I just gotta say, if my math is correct, we're just about at episode 50 officially of the Riff Report.
Oh man, how about that?
I'm just saying,
dude?
I could be wrong by 1 or 2 because there was a couple moments where I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I think this is this episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just about, if not already, this might be the 50th episode. I might have to pull up the fucking YouTube real quick and do some math.
That is a great feat that we've achieved. And no, the other thing is that we're probably about 50 followers at this point, which is...
We are. We are.
Hey,
we just got that this weekend.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you guys for following us. We appreciate it. We wish that there were a little bit higher numbers, but that's all right. We're running on a niche of, both of us, we're bartenders. The only thing that we can do is promote when we see like-minded people in our space. And we try to, promote as much as possible at shows, but we get carried away, dude. We have a fun time at shows. We forget to promote our shit, and it is what it is. We do this for our entertainment and our fun. We have a great time doing this.
Exactly.
And I learn a lot about what's going on in the scene. So at the end of the day, if there were no followers, I'd still have a fun time doing it. So I get to hang out with my bestie, Tyler. I get to talk about metal. What more could you ask for?
I love you, bro. Nothing else. I would not ask for anything else. Hell yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna fucking... Did you figure it out? Is this our 50th?
This actually will be our 50th. We have 49 episodes on our mainline podcast, what we're doing right now. And maybe I'll throw something on as a little edit on the first one. We have 49 episodes uploaded on the Riff Report podcast playlist. We have 26 episodes on After Hours. So technically, we're way past that point, as we showcased on our unofficial 50th episode. But this is number 50. So, hell yeah. Thanks for sticking around as long as you have, folks. We appreciate that. And we are also at 51 subscribers. So we did get, since I checked, we've had 5 in the last 30 days. 5 people subscribe.
Hey, every person counts.
Exactly. Right.
But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much. Hopefully within the next year, we bring this to new heights.
Exactly.
Tyler and I always have the goal to eventually get ourselves in the same room together in a official studio setting. That will happen with time. So just keep doing what you guys do and showing support. And on that note, I'll take us out of the episode by asking you guys to please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon in the corner so you can get notified when we release new episodes on YouTube at the Riff Report News. Follow us on Instagram at the.riff.report. Check our various playlists out on Tidal. Search the Riff Report with Ryan and Tyler to check out all of these tracks that we've mentioned in a nicely curated playlist for you. Stop supporting Spotify. Get off of that shit and get on Tidal so that you can check out our shit. Reminder that we got new episodes coming out every Wednesday morning for your new releases and artist news, as well as every Friday evening for After Hours, where we turn the lights down a little bit, we pop a few drinks, we have a good time, and change things up a little bit. But for now, thank you guys so much for letting us get to our 50th episode. Please keep supporting. And for now, stay loud, stay angry. We'll catch you in the pit.